Thank you all so much. You all are so incredibly wonderful and supportive. Y'all are absolutely incredible. Tonight, everybody, we are raising money for Stonewall Community Foundation as a part of our Turf Wars 2 series. Because we may be fighting in a battle arena, but there's nothing we love more than fighting turfs. So thank y'all so much for joining us this evening. Really quickly, Elia and Valentini, you each get to give a little bit of incentive. So, $5 gets you to grant inspiration to a player, but $10 lets you grant disadvantage to a player. So I must ask, Elia, would you like to grant inspiration to 2 players, or would you like to grant disadvantage to somebody's first roll of the entire game tonight?
No.
And same with you, Valentini. Would you like to give inspiration, or would you like to give disadvantage to mess with the players? And I have to put on 2 trans pride stickers because we had 2 donations. Thank you all so much. I'm hoping to be absolutely decked out by the end of the evening. And if you will also make a note as my fabulous co-host, we have hit $25 donated already, which means 1 magic item makes its way into the hoard.
Oh, I know just the one. Okay, listen, chat. I'm just gonna break character this one time because I need to tell you something really important. Please buy my items because they're so good, and I made them. I made them with my heart, and I made them for you. That's all. Okay.
Wonderful. So Elia is going to be granting inspiration to Backstage Bard and Trauma Queenie 32. So each of you may bank 1 reroll that you can use at any point tonight. Cosmic Vampire Tail. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Valentine, you've granted inspiration to Backstage Bard. So, Backstage Bard, you get 4 more inspirations because people are just living for it, and I am here for it. So you have 5 rerolls. So other players and other folks in chat, if you ever want to mess with Backstage Bard so that they are required to use those, you can donate $10 and grant them disadvantage on their next roll. But everybody, now that we had a little bit of catch up to do, thanks to wonderful folks donating right off of the bat, welcome on into Beyond Funderdome, a D&D PvP Battle Royale reality TV game show hosted by myself and my abulously fabulously chaotic other half, Gnome Anne.
Why, thank you so much. I have been doing Chloe Ting. I'm really thankful that you noticed.
And everybody, we are joined by 6 absolutely fantastic players who are here to duke it out amongst each other to show who is going to be the champion of the Funderdome. Before we meet their characters, I would like to introduce you to each of them so that they can tell you a little bit about themselves and where you can find them, because they all do such amazing, fantastic, fun work here on Twitch. So please, please, please give a round of applause to our players. And for introductions... Fahrenheit, thank you for donating another $20. Let's go, and if you would like to let us know in chat who you would like to grant disadvantage or advantage to. You get 4 advantages or 2 disadvantages, and you can mess with 2 people. To start things off tonight, we will start things up in the top right corner with the absolutely fantastic Maddie Nova TTV.
Hi kids, my name is Maddie Nova. You can find me at twitch.com/MaddieNovaTTV. I go by he, him. I usually stream a variety of games and do quite a bit of charity. And I'm going to resume streaming in next week. Been on a hiatus for a little while.
We absolutely look forward to having you back. And it was really, really fun getting to see you hang out with our wonderful friend, Dat Sweet Sweet Booty, who, of course, dropped donations yesterday, and getting to do some charity work there. So it's always exciting getting to team up with you for those purposes. Next in line, we have a very dear friend of mine that I'm very excited that we get to hang out and play some games together again. The wonderful Backstage Bard.
Hello, everybody. My name is Backstage Bard. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I will play video games, talk about Shakespeare, and really anything theatrical. I love to take people backstage and explore new and exciting things in just the world of entertainment. I'm also on Smule if you like to sing. I'm definitely over there also at Backstage Bard. But yeah, definitely excited to be here tonight on Twitter, and just thank you all for letting me have fun in the Funderdome.
So exciting. Next up, we have the absolutely fantastic and wonderfully dressed in ostrich feathers, Trauma Queenie 32.
Hey, I'm Trauma Queenie 32. My friends call me Queenie. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm also a variety streamer on Twitch. Play a lot of Fortnite because your girl has a gift. I don't know what to say. And yeah, we have a lot of fun.
You really do. All of your sniping is really, really terrifying, by the way. Like, every single time there's a clip and you just, like, casually are like, oh, did I just happen to snipe somebody across the map? And you do it so cold, too. You're just like, got him. Downed one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my lord.
Yeah, we have fun. It's fun.
Next in line, we have the fantastic, the Juliancito.
Hello, yes, the Juliancito, he, him, and I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of random, comfy, cozy games. I still have to try Capybara Spa. I've got that one up on my list. This is my 4th time being in any kind of one shot, so I'm very excited to be here tonight. And yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so excited that we got to have you back on the channel and get to roll some dice again together. For Mr. Fahrenheit's donation, Anne, you and I each get a point of inspiration to use against the players. As well as Backstage Bard, you get another point of inspiration. Y'all, Backstage Bard has 6 inspiration points. I'm gonna need some people to donate and knock them down a peg. Y'all took one look at the Bard and were like, oh, we got you, baby, don't worry. But our next player also gets a point of inspiration. Puppy!
Oh my
you
gosh,
also get a point of inspiration. And if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about yourself.
First, I would like to say thank you, Fahrenheit. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Puppy. Most people, or I'm iPuppy on Twitch. You can find me here or whatever socials you guys have. But people typically call me Puppy. I'm a variety streamer, and my streams are typically kind of chaotic, if I know what's going on.
I absolutely adore your streams. I adore you. I absolutely loved getting to meet you this last December. And I'm so excited that we get to roll some dice together on the channel.
Finally!
I know. And rounding out our players, a very dear friend, the absolutely fantastic A Synthetic 20.
Hello. I am Synthetic20, a Synthetic20 on Twitch and Twitter. I stream comfy, cozy games like Stardew Valley and the new Kirby that just came out. We're like over halfway through it already because I can't get enough. And by day, I make TTRPG supplements, including I worked on the fabulous Feywild Companion with Splinterverse Media, which is now available in hardcover. And also the Friend or Foe Folio, available with Grim Press. There's plenty of other things. You can follow me on Twitter and you'll get all kinds of news about them.
Wonderful, wonderful. And thanks to some new fabulous donations, Queenie, you are granted by luck of the D6 another inspiration point from Sparky. And the wonderful Cosmic Vampire Potato, Anne and Juliancito, you also get inspiration points. Thank you all so much for all of your incredible support tonight. Y'all are rocking it out of the park already. Harry, thank you so much for gifting 3 subs. And Triangulated, thank you so much for the follow as well. I always love getting to do these really fun series, especially when we get to do them for charity. It's one of my absolute favorite things, and I always love getting to work together with other players in getting to do so in these regards. So if this is your very first time here joining me on the channel, everybody, I am Wesselhausen. I am a queer and non-binary content creator here on the Twitch. And Kita, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I'm a queer and non-binary content creator. I focus on Dungeons & Dragons and TTRPGs, often with a very queer and inclusive focus and emphasis, because it is my belief that absolutely everybody should play TTRPGs and should be welcomed into the community in order to do so, because there is something incredibly powerful about being able to tell our own stories and being able to be the heroes of our own stories. And so thank you all so much. Tonight and tomorrow, it is going to be silly, ridiculous chaos. This is not going to be like your Tolkien fantasy. This is not going to be like your like over the top, like very dramatic Dungeons and Dragons moments. Tonight, Anne and I will be hosting a D&D PvP Battle Royale reality TV game series where our players tonight are going to be competing in 2 separate challenges in order to earn points and rewards, where tomorrow they will take them and compete in a PvP Battle Royale Smackdown, where the final person standing will get to be crowned the champion of the Funderdome. We have some absolutely amazing incentives tonight. You can actually help donate directly to Stonewall. You can help donate directly to Stonewall Community Foundation. And we have some wonderful different incentives tonight that I'm going to go over really quickly for anybody else who wants to help us out. Throughout tonight's stream, you can donate $5 and grant inspiration to any player. You can donate $10 and force a player to roll at disadvantage for their next roll. If you donate $25, then you actually get to spring a Hunger Games-esque trap in the arena that will affect the players. If you donate $50, you will make a wild magic surge happen across the arena. If you donate $100, you will unleash one of Gnome Anne's blurst creations, like a Furby holder, or a reverse Medusa, or a bear owl of sorts.
They're ready.
Every $25, we are going to add an item to the PvP horde. Think like the cornucopia of Hunger Games fame, where tomorrow the players will have to try to furiously grab as many magic items that may or may not be useful in order to help defend themselves against the others. Every $100 that we raise, we're going to play Magic Missile Roulette, where we roll a d6, and a magic missile gets launched at one of the 6 players based on who it rolls. It's like a really wonderful version of Russian roulette, but just with magic missiles this time. And for every $1,000 we raise, tomorrow during our PvP battle, we're going to throw a dragon into the mix. Because why not? Because what's more terrifying than fighting each other, also fighting dragons? So thank you all so much for tonight. This is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, Dr. Zachary, that long Furby radar just popped off immediately. You're in the right place for it. But
I just have
everybody,
long Furby energy today. That's what I'm bringing.
Miss Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, perfect. So, with all of Mr. Fahrenheit's donations, we will be springing a trap during the first challenge that everybody will be doing. But let's go ahead and let's set the scene for tonight's grand show in the Funderdome. You see before you a massive arena, full Colosseum-style seating surrounding this very long, oval-shaped arena. All of the lights are dim. And then suddenly, one by one, glitter sparklers erupt all around the arena. Welcome in, Nanite Technology. You are just in time. Welcome on in, Raiders. Glitter sparklers erupt all around the outside edge of the arena. And all of a sudden, from up high in the clouds, you see the shadows of two massive dragons flying through the air, swirling down in an eruption of glitter and sparkle and light. As the cloud of glitter slowly dissipates, you see walking out Wesselhausen and Gnome Anne. Raucous applause through the Colosseum as our ringside announcers and hosts have arrived in their more human forms for you all. And suddenly, human-ish. Absolutely. It's always good to see you, Anne.
As are you. I love this form you've brought today. Honestly, it's fetching.
Thanks. All of a sudden, a series of lights erupt down over at one of the entrances to the Colosseum. And huge amounts of fireworks and light sprays across the entrance as well. And we turn and we say, and everybody, welcome our competitors. Competitors, roll initiative to see the order in which you get introduced to the audience.
That's a 5 over here.
15.
14.
I seem to have rolled a 1 for 3.
This is such
Oh,
a powerful
I got a 20. I got a 20.
Pupcakes is eager. We love this.
I'm just confused.
And Queenie, what did your character roll?
It's loading. Hold on a second.
It's okay.
Hello? Oh, I heard noises.
Does this mean I'm first?
Unless Queenie rolls above a 20 for you.
Well, I have a 22. Just wanna...
Oh.
It's a very powerful role. I appreciate that kind of enthusiasm in my competitor.
D. Tigertron brings up a great point. Is it a natural or a synthetic 20?
Oh, it's a natural 20. But it's a synthetic 22. I'm so glad I knew what the word synthetic meant. Oh, that was scary.
If it's giving you trouble, Queenie, you can also exclamation point D20 in chat if the dice roller in D&D Beyond is slowing you up. Because I know sometimes it like acts up.
It's literally just like slowly
Oh no.
going across the screen. I'll try to. I rolled a 7. Woo! Oh, I rolled it finally came up. I rolled an 8.
So that means that our order is going to be iPuppy, the Juliencito, Maddie Nova, Trauma Queenie, Backstage Bard, Synthetic 20. So, iPuppy, you are up first. Please introduce us by name and how your character looks and what theme song plays as they enter the arena.
Wait,
Like, what do we see?
Oh, okay. Well, hi, I'm Pupcakes, and as my character enters in these really amazing shorts, and sparkly gloves, the song "Hot Diggity Dog" is playing. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. And he's gonna do a little jig to as he enters the arena.
Beautiful, beautiful. As you do a little bit of a jig, you look over and you see your spot, which looks like a little pedestal for you to like step up on. And you step up on there with your fabulous shorts and your sparkly gloves, and the crowd goes wild.
I'm gonna wave to each and every person in the crowd. I'm gonna spend my time going around and like making eye contact with each and every person.
All 70,000 of them.
Yes.
It's gonna be in the middle of the second challenge and is still like, hello, 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 hello.
Oh, he's like a vampire. He counts really quickly what the eye contact is, so it's just like.
I'm definitely getting the energy of a puppy walking down the street and having to greet every single person they meet. This is the vibe.
Pupcakes just has good branding. This is good. This is a great start. Next up, we have the absolutely fantastic Juliencito. Introduce us to your character.
My character's name is Cobra, and he is a tiefling paladin. And he's probably got on some like a not super fancy, but like just like a nice shirt with a vest, and then but like a button up t-shirt kind of thing, if you will. He doesn't do long sleeves. Long sleeves are not his thing. So like a button up t-shirt with like a low vest, and then some shorts, probably with some sort of lime green adornment on him, like a little pattern on the shirt, perhaps. And his theme song, I was not prepared for a theme song, so I don't have a theme song. But he's, maybe some sort of up tempo Mariah Carey jam is what he's looking. That's his thing.
Wow, Wesselhausen, all of these gams showing have got me feeling emotion.
It is definitely the Gam Show this evening. We called it a game show. Apparently we added an extra E in there. We should have just called it the Gam Show.
Perfect. Bring me shapely calves.
Speaking of shapely calves, next in line we have Maddie Nova. Please introduce your character to us and their theme song.
So, my character's name is Valkyrie.
No.
Which
Okay,
is why. Oh,
as Maddie goes to introduce themselves, I push them aside and I'm like, you always mess everything up. And I start introducing my character. Hello, we are the Vicious,
Vacker,
Viking.
Wunder Twins.
I'm Valkyria the Green.
I'm Valkyrie the Red.
I am the sorcerer to his knighthood.
And I'm the source of pain in her ass. And when you put us together,
you get brown.
I have no words.
And then we'll go. and then I did entrust my sister to do one thing correctly, and that was to get our theme music.
Which is the Pokemon Team Rocket song.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I look over at Anne, I'm like, I didn't realize we were going to have a tag team in the competition.
Is that allowed? I don't know.
I'm bored. Of course it's allowed. We're going to allow it.
I can't even read the rules. It's fine by me. I can't see shit with these glasses on. I'm just here for the vibes.
Oh, these glasses do absolutely... This microphone doesn't even work. I don't know what's actually accenting my voice, but I just thought that this fit the aesthetic.
No, it's just your booming presence is all we ever needed. But the microphone really brings the outfit together, completes the look. It's all about accessories, honey.
Speaking of accessories, Backstage Bard, please introduce your character and their theme song as you enter the Coliseum.
So the lights go black, and you just hear an ethereal announcer voice like, "Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him from all across Exandria. He's crossed the Osmit Sea and more some. He blew the pants off those in the wind realm. He set the waterworks a-going in the fire realm. And here he is now, thinking he was going to do the halftime show, but actually is here to compete. It's Walter Thistleton the Third." And you see walk out this very high elven 7-foot man. Very long black hair with a little streak of red, pearls, jewelry. They look like money, and the fact that they're competing here is very off-putting. And they walk out, and they kind of walk up to like this long-standing microphone that's there, and they're about to speak, and then they walk away.
Ooh, always leave them wanting more.
Rich and mysterious, I'd add them to my horde any day.
I'm not going to lie, Anne, I'm really excited that our totally come perform at our halftime show shtick got another person. I'm curious when they're going to realize we don't have a halftime show. Like, we do this over multiple days. It's not just like a one-day affair, but like, I'm here for it.
The artists are so easy to bamboozle. I love it.
And rounding out our group of players, Synthetic 20, if you would like to introduce your character and their theme song.
So, obviously the lights have to go back down, and Ragnar wanders out looking lost and confused for a moment, but then sees all of the lights shining down on him, and the final countdown begins to play. And he casts Thaumaturgy to allow his voice to boom throughout the arena. He says, "You may call me the ace that runs the place, the wild lion, the one who is cursed by the Queen of Air and Darkness to accept any challenge. I am Ragnar of the Wild." And he is a 6-foot-plus Leonin wearing sparkling chainmail that seems to have been shined the minute before he came out.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's it.
And I believe the kids say, "Me-ow."
A Leonin that fancy, why that's a dandelion.
And everybody, with that one, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first challenge of the evening. As Wessel just rolls their eyes deeply at that one. Challengers, take your positions on your personal podiums. Twins, you have separate ones. You're competing as individuals for now, please.
Okay, fine.
And I apologize. What are we competing for?
Well, the 6 of you have been brought here to become the champion of the Funderdome.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Russell Housen, sir. Sorry. I think am I supposed to be competing here? I was told I was playing a thing.
Oh, you signed the contract. You're totally competing.
Yes. Oh, I was supposed to read that.
Oh, yes. I mean, and I look over at Anne, I'm like, this is why the artists are easy to get. They see a contract that pays, and they're like, absolutely.
Do it for the exposure.
I need only be paid in glory.
This one knows. Yeah, that's easy. Great.
That is exposure. Perfect.
Wonderful.
I'll keep the money then.
Wait, are you telling me I can't compete with my sister?
Oh no, you're competing with your sister, just also against your sister.
Oh no.
Have fun at dinner tomorrow night. That'll go over well. You see a giant light up screen on the other side of the Coliseum just light up. And you watch as this like scrolling almost like Vegas like slot wheel start spinning, and you see all sorts of names. You see topsy-turvy, literal jousting, figurative jousting. All sorts of names are like scrolling by, and all of a sudden it does the and it sets goal getters across the top, and a little bit of like sparkle and like flash happens behind the light up screen as it lowers back behind the Coliseum. Ooh, and this is a personal favorite of mine. This one's always entertaining and is sure to get them fired up against each other.
Must we defeat the wheel?
Oh, you sweet, sweet lion. No.
Oh, honey. This is gonna get quite wild.
You all watch as a incredibly large blimp rises above the Coliseum and slowly moves itself until it's in the center of the Coliseum. And all of a sudden, the bottom of it drops out, and scores of like large white, pink, and blue balls fall from the air into the arena. And they just like fall all over the ground. And across the way, each of you can see directly opposite of where your podium is. You see a large goal marker that has like a little digital version of your face just like lightly showing in the middle of the goal. Like every once in a while it like pops up like it's being projected inside the little hoop. The goal is simple, everyone. You must merely collect as many balls as possible and throw them through your goal post. Whoever earns the most points, we will be ranking you 1 to 6, and you will be earning placements in the next challenge. But I feel like we can shake things up a little bit. And you're always so good at mixing up the arena. I feel like just a field of balls is a little bit too simple. How about you have a go at it?
And so I shall. And Anne is going to cast Levitate on several of the balls, but 3 are now 50 feet off the ground. I like it when they try to jump. It's funny because humanoids can't fly like us.
You're so right. Oh, but it's not fair. Some people can't necessarily get that far up, but they can get that far down. and Wessel snaps their fingers, and a number of pits drop into the arena, and you hear some very ominous hissing coming from deep within the pit.
I love the way you think.
Your turn, Anne.
Why don't we just make it a little spicy? Is it just me, or is it getting hot in here? And then directly around one of the balls, I'm just going to add a little moat of bubbling lava.
And it does look like we have a number of individuals that are more bestial in nature. I think they could use a few friends. And Wessel snaps their other hand, and about 5 or so blink dogs appear, grab onto balls, and just start blinking around the arena quickly.
Good boys.
Such good boys.
And you know what they always say?
Oh.
No take, only throw.
Well, I think we've messed up the arena plenty for these individuals. I think that there's enough that are around for those who prefer an easier challenge. Of course, it's curious that there are 3 different colors of balls. Surely that doesn't mean anything.
You know I only wear gem tone.
Oh, of course, always. Thank you. Well, everyone. Places. Begin! And cannons fire from atop the Colosseum all around. Everybody, roll for initiative.
That will be a 15.
21.
Yeah, also a 21.
18.
Yes, Pupcakes?
I don't know what happened.
Did you roll a squeak?
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
But
That
my
is a
total
squeak
initiative
of a
is
roll.
4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
And Valkyria, the green.
I rolled a 9.
Wonderful. Do you have a bonus to your initiative?
I don't think so.
Wonderful. So we'll stick with the 9.
Oh, no, I have a +1. I found it.
You have a +1. Okay, so 10. Perfect. So, who were our 21s? I believe, Pupcakes, put your hand down. You had a 4? You did not have a 21? So that was, Cobra and, Valkyrie. So, what are your dex modifiers, Cobra?
I have my acrobatics. I have a +1 in acrobatics.
Okay, and
yeah,
and Valkyrie, what do you have for your dexterity score?
Let's see my total score. Let's see. I have 16. Sorry, math.
Oh, so that would be a +3. Okay, so we would have +1 versus +3. So I will say that Valkyrie, you will get to go first, followed very quickly by Cobra. I believe. What did Ragnar and Walter get?
I had a 15 to an 18.
I received 15.
Wonderful. So our order will be Valkyrie, Cobra, Walter, the Wild Lion, Valkyria, And at the very, very end, because they are so busy waving to every single person in the Coliseum, they weren't paying attention to the things. Rounding us off as Pupcakes at the very, very end. So, Valkyrie, your turn begins. You have a entire field full of white, pink, and blue balls. Some are on the ground, some are in pits, some are in the mouths of blink dogs, some are floating in the air, and some are surrounded by lava. Take your pick.
All right. Am I to understand that the different colors means that they have different points?
Oh, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe if you scored some points, you'll find out.
Okay, since I'm wearing armor, I will try to throw one of my axes at one of the balls to push it closer to my score.
Ooh! Do you want to throw your axe in the air to hit one of the ones in the air or one of the ones on the ground?
Yes, the floating ones. I can always beat up everyone else for the ones on the ground.
Ooh, Valkyrie already setting her sights on all of the other players. So, Valkyrie, go ahead and give us an attack roll with one of your thrown axes against one of these floating balls.
So I got a 16.
16, I would say that's definitely good enough. As you throw your axe, it hits and you watch like a volleyball spike. It goes spiraling through the air and through your goal post. This was a blue ball, which means it is a buff ball. For your next
I have
roll,
experience in blue balls.
you get 1 point, and for your next roll, you get an extra +1 to the roll.
Ooh.
Cobra, it is your turn.
Okay, so I think I am just going to throw one of my javelins at one of the floating balls.
Wonderful. Would you like to also go for a blue ball, or you can go for a pink or white one?
You know, let's go with a white one.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. And then if I'm using physical dice, do I just roll the d20?
Yes, if you're going with your physical dice, you can just roll a d20 and then whatever would be added for your javelin.
Okay, so then 15 and then +4 for the javelin, so 19.
Oh, that's definitely plenty. So you like do like the full running Olympian run and launch that javelin through the air, and it does a perfect arc, sinking through the white ball and into your goalpost. And as it does, you notice that this does not give you any particular buff, but it does count for 2 points. You notice that there are significantly fewer of the white balls around, but they do count for double points, whereas the other ones give you a little bit of a benefit and count for 1 point. Yes, Anne?
I was just going to say that my floating balls seem to be quite susceptible to the groundling weapon. Goodness gracious.
Well, luckily, Anne, thanks to the fantastic contributions of our live studio audience, you hear a very, very, like, 90s canned clap, go out. And as the lights come on a little bit more, you actually realize that, it's just a bunch of, like, fake standees in the audience. So Pupcakes has been waving to, like, not actually, like, just, like, cardboard, like, standees. With like canned applause this entire time. Thanks to our wonderful live studio audience, and they have triggered a trap in the arena. So,
Beautiful.
what type of trap would you like to unleash? Let us know at the end of this round.
Will do, will do.
And can I also use a bonus action?
Of course, of course.
I want to channel divinity for Peerless Athlete.
How interesting. What does Peerless Athlete do?
For the next 10 minutes, I'll have advantage on athletics and acrobatics checks. I can carry, push, drag. The amount that I can carry, push, drag, or lift is doubled, and the distance of my long jumps and my high jumps is increased by 10 feet.
Okay. Cobra Falon said, oh, we're here for the Olympics? Oh, we're here for the Olympics. Let's go.
We got a
Okay.
bouncy tiefling in the house.
I love it. I love it. So, next in line, we have the fabulous Walter.
All right. So, first thing I'm going to do is I will be using one of my Bardic Inspiration die to cast Mantle of Inspiration upon as a bonus action on myself and 2 other creatures that I can see within 60 feet. And we will each grant 5 temporary HP. You can also, each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
I love it.
And so what happens is you see Walter all of a sudden from his back, almost out of nowhere, pulls out an instrument and just gives it a little strum. And all of a sudden, the entire facade of them just starts to glow, as well as the puppy and the, I don't know their names yet, the puppy and the really hot tiefling one, the paladin one.
Cobra, okay.
Yeah,
Redundant.
I like-
Hot tiefling
Ooh.
redundant.
Ooh. I see that we're making allies here.
And so you each get 5 temporarily hit points, and you can use your whole speed without taking reaction like opportunity attacks.
Audience, it seems like the competitors are starting to work together. Interesting strategy, and we'll have to see how this plays out.
I don't know how I feel about this. You know how much I love a cutthroat arena, but perhaps this will make the inevitable betrayal all the more interesting.
Considering that we have 2 individuals who are likely going to continue working together, despite the fact that we told them not to, I feel like
Very
it's only
specific
fair that
instruction.
other teammates would start to form. But that's my favorite part about these reality TV series. Alliances form and alliances are broken.
We love to see it.
And so for my action, let's see here. I will. Let's see. I'm going to pull out this jewel-encrusted rapier that looks like it has never been used, and just be like, just close my eyes and kind of stab at a group of balls in front of me. I have no idea what I'm stabbing at. Just,
We've all been there.
I mean, I thought this was collecting balls like in college, but apparently it's not. Let's see. 14 plus 4, so that'll be an 18.
Sure. However, because you are just stabbing at the ground and not propelling a weapon and trying to cause like it to continue moving, you successfully skewer one of the balls, but you just have like this tiny little like ball pit ball like
That's a
skewered at
shish
the end of
ball right there.
your rapier. However, you could easily shish kebab more of them and then deliver multiple all at once.
Kind of a
Interesting
thought.
strategy. We'll
Kind of
see
a
how it
thought.
plays out.
What color did I skewer?
Let's see. I'm gonna roll a little. I'm a randomizer. You also skewered a pink ball.
Okay. I think I'm done. That's it.
That's going to bring us to Wild Lion.
What color balls are possessed by the blink dogs?
You can see it looks like almost all of the blink dogs have blue balls in their mouth, but one of them has like one of the slightly larger white ball. Look, I said it. We're just gonna. That joke is gonna keep happening through this challenge.
It'll never stop being funny, Wes.
I just
You
didn't
can
think
say it
that
as
balls
much as
would
you
stay
need.
blue if they're in something's mouth.
Yes, well, these are trying times.
What I will do is I shall run toward the blink dogs, and I shall make a plea to them as a fellow creature of the Feywild, offering reciprocity to them with the rations in my bag if they will deliver the balls into my correct area. And
That's
I
a
know
lot of words to say you are offering them a treat.
I do, but I know how the court acts, as I am a Feylost, and I have spent many, many years in the Feywild.
Go ahead and let's do a animal handling check.
That is an 18 total.
And how many blink dogs would you say that persuades to be good boys and deliver the balls to Wild Lion's hoop?
Well, Wesselhausen, they're all good boys. But I do think only 2 of them bring balls to Leonin. But I would still call that a roaring success.
Everyone, this is why Anne and I work together. This is it. This is exactly what we do. So 2 of them just kind of you watch as like 3 of the blink dogs are like, that was an awful lot of words and not a lot of treat for it, and they like blink
sniffing.
away. But 2 of them do like the really cute like puppy dog head tilt. And just like you watch them like blink over, and they really easily just bloop the 2 of the blue balls into the hoop, and then they like blink back and they like sit down, and their tails are just wagging away.
Will drop my pack and allow the rations to flow out of it, and then as a bonus action activate my Peerless Athlete.
Oh my, so many peerless athletes tonight.
I do think by definition that means they are not peerless. There are 2.
And I think you're right. We're gonna have to figure out exactly how that works. That's gonna be really interesting.
It's
We are
positively peerful.
peer-reviewed athletes.
Peered athletes. There we go. So, Wild Lion, you are gonna get an extra +2 to the next roll that you make because you scored 2 blue balls. That brings us to Valkyria the Green.
Hello. I have question. I have 2 questions. The first one is there any water in our general vicinity?
There's probably like one of the really old school like orange coolers on the side of the arena, like basically on the benches.
I also have a little doggy bowl set out for the blink puppies.
Yes.
Oh, I can't steal water from dogs. That would make me a monster.
It
But
would.
there is one of those like old school athletics orange coolers that's filled with like Kool-Aid.
Perfect. Okay. My second question is what color are the balls in the circles of lava?
Ooh, so you can see that the circles of lava have all encapsulated some of the 2 pointer balls.
Okay. I would like to steal some water from the orange cooler and cast shape water, and I would like to freeze it over the little lava. Please.
Bold strategy, putting ice above lava. Let's see how this works out.
It's not going to last for long, but it's long enough to at least get in and grab the ball. But as the ice is rapidly melting due to the boiling magma lava underneath
Listen, this
it,
idea was better in my head, okay?
if you could give us a dexterity saving throw to get out from the lava pit before the ice melts.
I downloaded the thing, so it would probably be better. It is better. 13.
And how are we feeling? Like just by the skin of her boots? Maybe a little bit of fire damage on the way out?
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a little. Okay, wonderful. So that's gonna be...
They weren't quite up to the magmatude of the challenge.
That's gonna be 2 points of fire damage as the ice melts and the very like tip of your heel just dips in. You're like, ooh, 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 and you're like hopping, but you bloop and you bloop a little. You can bloop a 2-pointer ball into your hoop.
And how many points of pun damage do we all take?
That's up to you. If you want to take 1d4 psychic damage, I won't you.
We're not going to stop you. And that's going to bring us to Pupcakes.
Well, now that I know the audience isn't real, before crying, I have found this whole time I've actually just been watching Anne and laughing at the wonderful jokes that were presented. I would like to go up to Anne and just like, yeah, hi. I'm
Hello.
Cupcakes, and I think that you're amazing, and I love your
I know.
classes.
Thank
I think you're amazing. And then I would like to shift into a corgi. Can I do that?
Oh my god, so cute.
Yes.
Look at his little legsies.
And I'm
The
just gonna
little
sit next to
heart-shaped
Anne.
booty. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
with
a
the
precious.
heart-shaped booty, and I'm just gonna sit next to Anne and like, waggle against her.
I'll keep you. Thank you.
This is
This
wonderful.
will not help you win. But
They're
I like
going
it.
to absolutely lose. Look, we are susceptible to bribery and like compliments, but also you're gonna lose. But by all means, get over here, buddy. Just give little
Yes.
scritches.
Little chin scritches. Good boy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit there and watch everybody else do their thing.
Wonderful, wonderful. So
A winning strategy.
I would say that since you're basically not even in the arena itself, that you are not susceptible to whatever trap Anne is going to be unleashing into the arena, but you're also not really earning points. So like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess. So Anne, unleash your trap, generously given by the wonderful Mr. Fahrenheit.
Thank you so much. As our very real audience erupts into applause, so does my magma. And out appear a series of magma mephits with a Valkyrie in their sights and hatred in their eyes.
Oh, hell.
So 3 magma mephits rise up from the lava pools, look around, and you watch as they kind of like cackle at Valkyria, who had burned herself, and they raise their hands, and the lava starts to spill out from the pools and starts to push itself towards the score hoops, turning the floor into lava.
That's just preheating your dinner.
So, every round, 10 more feet closer to the hoops is going to turn into lava, so that it will be harder and harder for you to run your points to your hoops. That's
I'm
going
sure
to
she'll be
bring
fine.
us back to the top of the round with the absolutely fantastic Valkyrie.
So I need to know what balls are still on the stage. Do we
There
have a white
are
ball?
there are white balls surrounded by the lava pits that are slowly spreading. There is still one white ball being held by a blink dog, and you thought you saw a white ball sink into one of the pits that opened up into the arena, but there's a lot of ominous hissing happening down there.
So I can choose combat in the pit or combat with the blink dog. I choose the safe option, which is the blink dog. I challenge it to a duel.
Ooh. So, do you attempt to try to intimidate it, or do you just run after it and try to attack it?
I shall run after it and attack it with my longsword.
Ooh, interesting. This is a blink dog, so as you get close, they're going to try to blink away from you. So I'll say you have to attack at disadvantage unless you spend an inspiration point.
Quick question.
That is a good
Since
question.
I'm over by the blink dogs, does Valkyrie get close enough for an attack of opportunity?
You're close to 2 blink dogs. There are more. They're
I'm
bustling
just
around.
asking.
For the
They're
drama's
just doing
sake,
dog things.
for the drama's sake, I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah,
I'm ready
those
for
ones-
I'm ready for people to turn on each other.
I like that. Those ones are closer.
Very well.
So, Valkyrie, if you will roll twice and take the lower result, and as you run by trying to attack the blink dog, Wild Lion turns on you, ready to defend the blink dog pack and the
Oh.
potential points.
So what did you want me to roll?
So roll an attack with your longsword.
Yes.
And you're going to roll that twice, and whatever the lower result is what we'll take.
That will be, unfortunately, a 9.
Ooh, a 9 is not enough to get a hit on a blink dog. What did you get, Wild Lion?
Is a 24 enough to get a hit on a Valkyrie?
Whew!
Yes, absolutely. And
Goodness
you
gracious.
all watch as you go to swing your weapons. You had all brought with you beautiful armaments, like weapons that you regularly carried with you. As you go to swing them, you realize that they all have been traded out with very lifelike recreations of them, but all made of like Nerf foam. That's been like heavily painted and treated to look exactly like your weaponry. It's just all made of Nerf foam instead.
Does a Nerf foam weapon allow for the transfer of a divine smite?
Absolutely. And whenever you divine smite somebody, or whenever you actually like hurt somebody with a spell, you watch as it just throws one of the ball pit balls at them in whatever color of magic that you did. We've decided that this is a non-violent Coliseum Arena match, but the damage still tracks. It's like American Gladiators, but just make it ridiculous.
So that is a total of 22 damage.
That Valkyrie is going to be Thor tomorrow.
Y'all
I'm
signed
gonna
up
let out a couple
for...
of gifts after that one.
Y'all signed up for ridiculousness, puns, and a ton of really, really silly D&D. Welcome in, everyone. Valkyrie, how are you feeling? Are you still up? Does 22 damage take you out, or are you still okay?
I'm still alive.
Oh, okay, great. Even though it's like a Nerf sword and like a little ball pit ball hits you, like it actually kind of hurts a little bit. And then like
God.
afterwards you're like, oh wait, no, I'm fine. Like that was nothing. That's going to bring us to Cobra.
So, in relation to me and the goalpost. I'd like to go for a pink ball. Whatever pink ball is closest to me. And then I think I'm just gonna like go brute force at it. I'm just gonna like run for it, pick it up, and throw it.
Perfect. I would say that would be an athletics check, and you are going to be dodging out of the way of the magma methods that have raised up and are trying to start like protecting the goalposts. So as you make your athletics check, Anne, would you please roll for a magma method attack?
Oh, I would love nothing more.
Okay.
Excuse me, chat.
So,
Thank you.
and so I have advantage, so I roll twice.
Yes. If you have
Okay.
advantage on athletics checks, you will roll twice and take the higher result.
Okay. So first
That
one
is a 16 to hit from one method.
Okay. So the first one was a 17, and then my second roll is 21.
Ooh, 21 is definitely enough to be able to avoid the encroaching magma. Does a 16, you said, Anne?
Mm-hmm.
Does a 16 hit Cobra's armor class?
It does not.
Cobra is too fast on their feet as he goes charging forward. He snags one of the pink balls, runs up and chucks it into the goalpost like it's nothing.
Impressive.
And so with the pink ball, its bonus is you are going to get a +1 on your armor check or on your AC or saving throw for whatever the next harmful thing will happen to you. It acts as a protection ball, whereas the blue balls are the buff balls.
Does it have any points, or it's just?
It is worth 1 point. The blue and the pink ones are worth 1 point, and they give you a little bit of a bonus. And then the white balls are just worth 2 points, and there are fewer of them.
Wow, it took me until now to realize they were the trans colors. I'm really phoning it in today, Wesselhausen.
Look, if we're gonna be celebrating the Trans Day of Visibility, we're gonna incorporate these colors into as many things as we possibly can. I'm here for this. That is going to bring us to Walter. You have a pink ball skewered on your rapier.
So you're going to see Walter reach into their pocket and pull out a little scrying stone and just like, Philip, you did it again. You booked me a stupid gig, and now I am stuck here with lava, and I'm not here for it, but you need to fix this, okay? Fix it right now. Do it. Like, I don't need you to second guess yourself. I just need you to fix this, okay? I'm going to do my part, because that's what I do, but I need you to fix this, please, okay? Love you. Kisses. And so from
somewhere in that, because it's a sending stone and you're casting the sending spell and it cuts off at $25, or it cuts off at 25 words, Philip didn't get like any of. You had to keep calling Philip back, but
yeah,
eventually
no, there was definitely
you get
like Philip, honey, Philip. And so Philip should be helping my case in just a second.
Okay, not Walter the Third. I will make note of that. Good to know. Interesting.
And so you're going to see Walter's like, well, if we're going to do this, I'm not going to get my hands dirty. And so I'm going to cast, what's it called? Enthralling Performance. Now, in order to cast this spell, I must perform for a minute. So if you'll bear with me.
Oh my gosh.
This is the moment. All eyes are on you. What are you gonna do tonight? You're gonna put on a show. You want them to know. So let's get on with it. And let's get down to quit it. Oh, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry that your little boy grew up and ran away from home. But to be honest, that woman that you wanted me to wed did not give me joy. And let's be honest, you hired a really hot stable boy. Oh, I'm here today, and I've made some new friends. I have this lovely person named the Wild Lion, and also this Valkyria girl. They are the world to me. And after this performance, the Wild Lion and Valkyria need to make charisma saving throws with disadvantage.
The absolutely fantastic, not Walter the Third, donated $20 so that Wild Lion and Valkyria would have disadvantage on their next rolls. So, if each of you will make charisma saving throws at disadvantage, please.
And the DC is 12.
So roll twice and take the lower result.
17. She says, I'm very charismatic. What can I say?
It's
13.
wisdom. It's wisdom.
Oh, it's a wisdom saving throw.
It is a wisdom save.
Oh.
Ah, then
With
that
the-
is 12.
12 is still enough? Because
That's
12 is the
that-
DC?
12 is the DC, so I don't know if I
It's
can't
a-
remember
it's
if
a
that
meter
Meets it,
beat.
beats
Yeah.
it.
11.
11.
Oh,
So,
no.
Wait. Hold on. Plus 2. 13.
This has been a roller coaster ride of arithmetic.
This isn't enough.
well, Walter gave
I'm
a great
bi, I can't
performance,
do math.
but it does nothing.
Okay.
Unless, I don't know, I have advantage
It was
on
still a
something.
banger, though.
It
Yeah.
was
That's what matters.
fantastic. And with that wonderful $20 donation, that does reach us at $100 raised, which means the magic missile gun rises up from the other side of the Coliseum. You watch as this incredibly large ray gun rises up from behind the light up screen, and it like peeks over the top of it, and you watch as the light up screen all of a sudden shows like a little like 6-shooter image, and each of your faces is in one of the little like 6-shooter spots, and all of a sudden it starts blinking around in a circle. Anne, will you roll a d6 for me? I don't know if I have that. I should have that command. Oh, it's not activated right now.
That's rude.
I can roll a d6 if you would like.
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay, great.
Wesselhausen, I rolled a 4.
A 4. If we are counting through the overlay, that is 1, 2, 3, and Cobra. Your face lights up, and all of a sudden you watch as the giant ray gun shoomps over towards you, and 3 magic missile rays burst out and collide into you, and you realize that they're just like small little like blue pitball balls. But you are still going to take 3d4 plus 6 damage.
I'm not surprised they went for the Cobra, but wouldn't that make them a magic pistol?
You are going to take 12 points of damage, Cobra, as the magic missile roulette has targeted you this round.
Okay, and so I'm taking 5 of that from the temporary HP I had from earlier, and then
Yes.
the remaining 7 from. Okay.
You got it. And thank y'all so much for all of the donations tonight. We've already raised another $100 for Stonewall Community Foundation, and y'all have gotten some really silly, ridiculous things to happen tonight already. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That is going to end poor Walter's turn, who was unable to get anybody into... You realize afterwards that perhaps performing in front of not a live studio audience is probably hindering your... It doesn't hype up the crowd as much as you were expecting it to.
He's like, it normally works. Oh, well.
That's going to bring us to the Wild Lion.
Are there any white balls that are available as far as could I jump for them?
There is one still in the air that you can attempt to do a high jump for. It is 50 feet in the air.
50 sounds a little bit high.
But there is still a white ball amongst the blink dogs, and there is one white ball remaining amongst the lava pits, and probably one in the cobra pits with the
Very
ominous
well.
hissing.
I shall avoid the ominous hissing for further dramatic tension. And I shall attempt to leap across the lava pits and collect the white ball to toss in.
Ooh, so like jumping across it and like grabbing it as you go to like toss
Yes.
in. Very dramatic. I love this. Give me a Chas, thank you so much for another $20 donation. Holy heck, let's go. So you are going to be able to give 4 points of inspiration, or you can force 2 players to roll at disadvantage for their next roll. Thank you so much for your donation. So you're going to get to make a athletics check, and I believe did you last score a blue ball?
2 blue
Two
balls.
blue balls.
in
So you
fact.
actually get a +2 to whatever you roll.
And I am rolling at advantage because of my peerless athlete.
Your peered athlete.
Peered athlete, my apologies.
Thank you.
25.
Oh, 25 is absolutely fantastic. And do we feel that that is worthy of a second ball pickup or just the one?
I mean, I'm quite impressed. Possible there's actually another one there too as well.
Done. I would say that you get a white ball and a pink ball, scoring you a total
Fantastic.
of 3 more points. It seems like Wild Lion is heavily in the lead at this point, but anything can happen.
It is a race for glory that I shall win.
I love that for you.
And that is going to bring us to Valkyria.
Hello. I have more questions. My first question is, how big is the pit with the snakes? Or the suspicious hissing?
The suspicious hissing pit is, I would say it's about 5 feet around on like all sides, and you can look down and it starts to get like ominously dark and slithery like 15 feet in. Like a 20-foot deep pit, but 15 feet you don't see the bottom. You just see some dark ominous slithers. And yes, thank you, Chaz. So we are going to give 4 inspiration points to Pupcakes.
So much inspiration for the
I love
corgi.
it. So much inspiration.
My glorified
for the corgi.
Ottoman here is just thriving.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
So Valkyria, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, so I have an idea, but I don't know if it works because I'm a baby. I'm so sorry.
I love those ideas.
Okay. I have mold earth, and my idea is to take area of loose earth and deposit it into pit to hopefully smother snakes. And then I can retrieve balls.
Like just like packing it down so that like you can go and step on the earth instead of on the snakes and get the ball.
Yeah.
I'm against it, but I love that.
My question is how for smother snakes, not smother ball?
Ball is round. Snakes are not. Ball...
Snakes not round. Interesting. Yes. Are these square snakes?
These are now.
Nobody told me.
They
but
are.
They are.
They are in fact like Lego brick snakes.
These are snakes from the Nokia 2002 phone game.
Oh, that's,
Got
you know
me
what?
there.
This tracks. I'm so sorry. all of our graphics are actually made by Nokia, and all of a sudden you see lit up on the sparkly light at the very bottom, it says sponsored by Nokia. We're not sponsored by Nokia. The stream is not sponsored by Nokia. We have to state that real fast. But sure, yeah, absolutely.
I do the things.
You make yourself like a little like step stool, like a little like set of steps that go around in a circle, and then it like creates a little pocket there. I'll still say that you have to like try to snatch the ball without like other snakes getting at you as you're like smothering them. So go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That I can do. It's 8.
No. So I'll say that a snake is just barely able to get a little ounce at you. So you get the ball, but you now have the square snake game snake attached to you, and you watch as its tail gets a little bit longer.
It's attached to the end of my cape, and as I'm walking back up my stair steps, I'm like trying to shake it off, like, no, not again.
It just keeps eating away at the cape and getting longer and longer and longer, and you have a snake attached to you now.
Oh, perfect.
It does seem that this Valkyrie is afraid of snakes.
Oh my god.
But you do score 2 points for collecting one of the white balls in the snake pits.
And stop, I'm already dead.
No,
refuse.
more.
This is my curse.
And that brings us to the roundup of the party that's going to bring us to Pupcakes in corgi form. Getting all the scritches.
I'm gonna first yell out, "I love you, Walter!" Because that was an amazing song, and like been humming and wagging to that song since it was played. I'm also now super inspired. What can I do with my inspiration points? Just be inspired.
I believe it lets you add an extra D6. Is that correct, Walter?
I know. I got. I think Chess gave me 2 inspiration points.
The inspiration points. Yeah. So those allow you to re-roll rolls. So you can re-roll 2 rolls at any point for the remainder of the night. You have them banked up.
I'm going to now so inspired and seeing what's going on. I think it's wonderful. This game is so amazing. I'm so glad I got to watch it. I got a front row. But I also maybe would like to kind of play a little bit. I'm going to look at Anne and with my cute, very, very cute puppy dog eyes and ask Anne if I might have some of the balls.
Well, little
And
friend.
you have so much. You are so beautiful and wise, and there was lots of stuff that you could do. So may I have a few balls?
I feel like you're trying to manipulate me, but also you are a fluffy little corgi. So you see, I could here. You can have this. And I'm going to clip to the. I assume you have a collar. I've just the corgi's collar, little like dog bone shape thing that emits a slight hissing noise. Be like,
Ooh.
The snakes are terrified of this. They won't come near you. Don't tell anyone.
Okay, I won't tell. It's our secret. It's our secret.
Yes.
I'm literally right here. Like, it's not a secret. It's fine.
Let me have my
Speaking into a microphone.
This microphone doesn't work. We've already discussed this.
I forgot. I've just been casting thaumaturgy this whole time.
Just keep going.
Whatever. I make up the rules.
It was an incredibly loud whisper that just echoed through the entire arena. Don't tell anybody.
No.
All of us turn around.
Well,
And
have you tried
terrible.
being a corgi instead? Then maybe I'd help you too.
True.
And so
Um,
with your little bone charm that is on that, you are easily able to run down into one of the ball pits and easily snatch up one of the blue balls and run up. Oh no, the snake pits only have white balls. That's right. So you run up and snatch a white ball. You run up and you, like in like the cutest way possible, you like jump up and like toss it into the little goalpost.
You actually booty bump it in. You throw it into the air and booty bump it.
I'm also gonna yell, "Thank you, Anne! You're amazing!"
Oh, very good boy.
Don't be so brazen with the favorite. You know what? Never mind. Nobody cares. It's a ridiculous
Nobody
competition
cares.
anyway.
I know. We tricked the bard into coming here.
I mean, honestly. That is going to bring us all the way back around to the top of the round, and that is going to bring us to Valkyrie. As Valkyrie, as it is your turn, all of a sudden you hear a very loud, cannon fire, and like, ooh, that tells us that it's the last round of the game, and all points are doubled.
Ooh. So my plan here is I need to recover from the peasant that hit me. And my plan is to run over to my sister, who occasionally slips into a German accent.
Happens to us.
And is the snake still attached to her?
It is.
Oh, no. So I overheard the alliance going on with Anne and the puppy. So I grab puppy and use him to detach the snake from my sister.
Like
May-
a can opener.
If you can give me give me opposing athletics checks.
No, I feel like this would be a very literal animal handling
An
check.
animal you know what? You are so right. If I can get an animal handling check, and
okay.
from Pupcakes, if I can get we'll say an acrobatics check to try to like jump out of the way in time.
Just a little squirmy wormy check.
Yeah, give me a squirmy wormy.
A little wiggle butt check.
I got an 18.
An 18, Pupcakes, if you can roll acrobatics for me.
I'm rolling. Oh, I too got an 18.
A tie.
Roll off.
Bye,
Roll
Phobia.
again.
Rollies.
I love it. Come on, rollies.
By now, this is a chase.
This is exactly what's happening.
There's a Valkyrie just chasing a corgi around the arena. And
Oh
I start playing
no!
Benny Hill music.
My cheeks literally hurt right now.
Valkyrie, what did you get for your second roll?
I got a 17.
And Pupcakes, what did you get for your acrobatics roll?
I might have gotten a 5.
Ooh.
So, all of a sudden, you watch as Valkyrie snatches you off of the ground, and your little legs are just flailing in the air. And Valkyrie walks you over and puts you at the snake that is attached to Valkyria's cloak, and your little wiggles and your little butt wiggles scare the snake, and the snake goes, ah! And because everybody is susceptible to corgi wiggles. And the snake slithers off and goes into a pit somewhere because it's scared of your little bone charm.
My bling.
Kind of liked my friend.
It's cute. You know, I think that corgi would make a great handbag. I kind
And-
of like this look.
And not now. We can't kill our competitors and turn them into accessories again.
When? Soon?
No, we save that for like the season, like the mid-season finale.
Ah, yes, the mid-season finale. My
Yeah,
favorite
Do you have
kind of
like all
finale.
stars? Is that a thing that happens here? Like you just like the people who didn't win just get to come back as like all stars.
Oh,
Mhm.
Make
al-
it better.
also, wait, you think we bring people back?
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, the ones who aren't purses, maybe.
This is fair. So that is going to bring us to Cobra.
How many of the white balls are left?
There is one white ball left in the air, and there is one white ball left in a snake pit, and one left in like a little lava pit.
Okay. Then I am going to throw another javelin at the white ball in the air.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. And I will say make this an advantage because I feel like javelin throwing is athleticism. It's specifically a javelin throw.
I will take that. Especially since this first roll only gets me a 5. So
oh no.
Let's see what the second roll gets. Oh, much better. 23.
23. I will say with a 23, you are easily able to hit the white ball in the air and one of the regular balls on the ground, and it scoops up into your hoop. And so you score 6 points in total with that.
Goodness, a javelin with a curveball. I haven't seen that one in a while, Wes.
We're playing by generous physics rules today.
Beautiful. I'm truly blessed.
And so the other ball was a blue one or a pink one?
It was another pink one. So you currently have a stacking +2 bonus to your AC or a saving throw.
Okay.
Wrong.
And that is going to bring us to Walter.
All right. So I still have one pink one on my little rapier thing.
You do.
Would it be an action to kind of at my goal, or would that be could I do that as a bonus action? Just
You can, it's a free action always.
So I'm going to try to get in there. Do it.
Ding.
Go.
Walter, can you give me an attack roll
sure.
or a dexterity check at disadvantage? Because you're not even trying to throw it. You're
no. I'm going to use one of my advantages that I got from chat to make it a straight roll, if that's okay.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know how straight.
Oh no, this is a very gay roll. Let's make that clear.
I don't know how straight this roll is. But it's just
that's not a D20.
Roll.
That is a D10. That would make sense. All right, that is a 16, just a straight roll. Yeah, just 16.
Just 16
+4 if it's a rapier. So
I would say a 16 is enough. You channel your inner Sandlot, or you channel your inner Rookie of the Year, and you think back and you float it. You deliver this most beautiful floating pitch, and the ball floats through the air and dinks on the edge of the hoop, and then it sinks in.
Oh, good. A goal unit basket. Thing.
So you at least scored points this round.
I'm so happy. And then for my action, Wild Lion. Would we say that they are maybe 120 feet from me?
Absolutely. Space and time are relative in the arena.
Lovely. So I'm going to look over at Wild Lion, pull out the guitar and go, "What's up, Faye, baby? Me too." And then with that, at second level, I will be casting Crown of Madness.
So
you must make a wisdom save again.
It's only fair that the king of the jungle should wear a crown.
Indeed. Baby, you look stunning. Just let it happen.
Stunning!
I do have a +1 because I scored a pink ball.
You do.
That is a 13 total.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the audience is on your side. Sometimes they're difficult. And that's not your fault. I'm done. I'm done. I need another beverage. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Carry on.
Is that from my stash?
What? I look over and actually one of the magma methods absolutely handed a Perrier to Walter, and
thank you.
Wesley and just That was a trap. Did he just charm the... I don't... Like, he's not scoring points, but I'm a little bit upset. And I'm a little
It's going to be lukewarm, though, and that's the greatest punishment of all.
That is very... I mean, a magma mephit handed them a Perrier. Like, that's some warm-ass mineral water. Like, that's not... That can't be good.
Good.
That's gonna bring us to Wild Lion.
I'm feeling a bit of hostility in the room.
Oh.
Well, you
As
you
an
have...
empath.
I think you have scored... I think Cobra just managed to pull in front of you with this last round of points. But before that, you have been, like, kicking butt.
This is true. This is true.
It should be noted that every time I'm trying to charm y'all, you hear the music that I've been playing just on repeat in your head, and you're kind of like almost getting into it, but apparently it's just not. But definitely,
it doesn't have that it factor that just worms its way into your ears.
So
Too complex of a melody. We need a good hook.
are there any balls that are capable of being gotten that are still on the ground, even ones that are close to danger, like the magma mephits?
You can go for one white ball that is remaining near the magma mephits and being guarded, but it will lead you to danger against two of them.
Very well. What I shall do is take a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith to protect me as I charge forward and try to grab the last white ball.
And if you would be so kind as to roll attacks with two magma mephits, as Wild Lion is going to just try to charge in.
It feels right. Like a good lion strategy. The first one is a 15.
That is a miss.
Well then, the second one refuses to roll because it sees it as a repeat message, which feels very judgmental. So instead, we will go to my good friend, the diviner Google. And that one's only a 7.
Okay, so neither of the mephits are going to hit, and you do manage to snatch the white ball, and you manage to score it with 4 points added onto your total.
Honestly, Wes, it's so difficult to find good help. They steal my Perrier. They don't even murder the contestants. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's fine. It's fine. We do still have your particular blurst creations on standby. We might get to use them next round if somebody donates $100.
It'll be worth it.
If you want to stick a long Furby on the party and have them chase them down through the arena, just donate $100. That's all we're saying. That's going to bring us to Valkyria.
Well, more questions. Are any balls left susceptible to thunderclaps?
I would say there are a number of just like generic like the pink and blue balls around on the ground. I would say you could probably like thunderclap like 3 of them.
Yes, I would like to do that. And so the balls become available from whatever they were, and I'm going to nudge my sibling and say, hey, grab one of these balls. And then I'll grab one, and then they'll grab the other 2, and then go over to put them in my hoop.
Interesting. Now, and I don't know how much we're going to allow other people to team up on their turns, but we'll make a note of that. That's interesting.
I mean, that one did use the corgi as a can opener, so...
You know what? That's very accurate. That's fine. We'll allow
the hostile teen alliance.
So that is going to earn you 6 points, Valkyria.
And also, I'm singing the tune that the bard tried to woo me with, and I look over at them and I just say, the Valkyrias are better in pairs. And then walk away.
Oh my gosh. Scandalous.
So
Cupcakes,
scandalous.
it is your final turn of this first challenge. What would you like to do?
Well, while this has been going on, am I still in the arms of the red
You are, in fact,
maiden?
in the arms of the angel.
Oh.
Oh
Well,
no,
I've
not
been
this
stretched out
puppy!
this whole time.
Did I absolutely, did I make that joke because we had a cute, adorable puppy? Yes. We had to have that moment happen.
I'm there in the arms. I've been stretched out this whole time.
Yeah,
I've kind of made very comfy.
Sploot.
Like here you go. I'm gonna look into her eyes longingly and ask about the if they could drop some of the balls into my hoop.
It's a bold strategy.
How dare.
Can I get opposing persuasion checks?
It's just me, but I worry they might be barking up the wrong tree.
Persuasion? How do you spell that one? Oh, I don't like that one.
Well, you're the one that's trying to use your charms as a puppy to get people to do things for you.
Do I have any advantage?
I mean, you do still technically have the advantages that people have given you, so you can spend one of them.
Bajillion.
You have a lot. People have given.
You have a
people have been like,
metric
let's go.
bajillion.
Oh, because I rolled a natural 1 on that.
Right. So we're gonna spend one of your advantages, and you get to roll again. What did you get?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's still rolling. It takes a long time.
Oh, okay.
We roll very slowly. The anticipation is great. I got a
maintain that
total of 14.
A 14. Valkyrie, what is your persuasion roll?
Let me do it here. Let's see. We have a 12.
Try as you might. There's just something about that puppy dog face that like looks up and goes, please.
Wait, let me do this in a Henry Cavill voice. Good boy.
And Valkyrie just reaches down and takes one of the last remaining blue balls and just bloops it through Pupcakes' hoop. And immediately all of the hoops light a fire. And you watch as the arena itself starts to return to normal. And they start to count down all of the points that you all received. And I believe I have this right. Let me double check this real fast. I have Cobra with 9 points. Is that correct? You earned 6 at the end, 2 for another white ball, and 1 for one other one. For Wild Lion, I have 1 point, 3 points, and 4 points. So that is 8 points.
I believe it was 2 in the first round, but other than that, it sounded good.
Oh, okay. So that would be 9 as well. So we have a tie between Wild Lion and Cobra, who focused in on the challenge itself. Bringing it up next, we have actually Valkyria, who, with Valkyrie's help, was able to take 3rd place, followed shortly by Valkyrie, then by Pupcakes, and rounding things out with 2 points, Walter.
Walter!
Please stop. I'm not going to win. Stop it.
That is going to bring us into the second challenge, where we have tied for first Cobra and Wild Lion. In second, we have Valkyria. Third, we have Valkyrie. Fourth, we have Pupcakes. And fifth, we have Walter. Now, this is going to give you placements in the next challenge. Let's go ahead and see what that is before we take our commercial break. And we watch as the spinning wheel rotates on the light up screen once more, and it ends in Monster Mash. And all of a sudden you hear this very panned ooh, ooh, through all of the fake canned voices that are around the arena say, ooh, and this is a personal favorite of mine.
Oh, we love the little gremlins, don't we?
There's just something about watching a group of competitors run in terror and fear as a stampeding horde of monstrous creatures goes chasing after them.
It's music to my ears.
The screams, oh, the screams are. There's just something beautiful about it.
Like the Doppler effect as they run by.
Oh, Walter, I'm so sorry, Walter. Did you have a question?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've done something longer than 45 minutes at a time. We are going to take a break. Is that like a
Oh, of course. We actually operate on union rules, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
Don't worry.
So,
we
love
don't.
you. Is
we,
it a short rest, or are we just like taking a mini break?
Oh, we're just taking a mini break. We don't have time for a short rest. Sorry, equity rules are 15 minutes, darling. We don't have that much time.
We may be people eating dragons, but we respect labor rights.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Love that.
The methods actually, one of the methods actually holds up their hands like, I have a 401k.
Or the method's going to take a smoke break.
How very dare you.
No, I love it.
But everybody, that is going to go ahead and bring us to a break this evening, and we will return with the conclusion of our second challenge. This one will be a little bit quicker and less like full mechanic intensive. But thank y'all so much for joining us tonight, and so far raising $120 more for Stonewall Community Foundation. You can !donate and continue to make silly, fun, fabulous things happen. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Once everybody is back and all good to go, we will finish up with the conclusion for tonight's game. Thank you all so much, and we will be back shortly after a small break. See y'all back soon. And everybody, welcome on back. Thank you all so much for rejoining us this evening. A huge shout out to absolutely everybody in the community, whether you have donated tonight or whether you've donated throughout this week. So far, you all have raised over $600 for Stonewall Community Foundation. And that is a huge, huge round of applause. Thank you all so, so much for all of the incredible support that you all have shown. Shit's fucking hard out there, y'all. Like, just to not even mince words, shit's really hard right now. There is so much anti-trans legislation going through the States and overseas in the UK and across the world. And being able to surround ourselves with friends and wonderful communities and being able to come together, take a fun night to just roll some dice and say fuck TERFs has been absolutely outstanding. So thank you all so, so much. If you are joining us during the break for the first time, we are currently in the middle of a D&D PvP Battle Royale reality TV game show called Beyond Funderdome. We are, our lovely competitors just took part in a wonderful challenge called Goal Getters, where they had to collect balls and score them through their own individualized personal hoops in order to earn placements in this next upcoming challenge titled Monster Mash. We currently have, we watch as our competitors return to the arena, and the arena has completely changed. Now, throughout the center of the arena, there are a number of cages shrouded in darkness that seem to be like at the ready for the cage doors to just pop open at any moment. And our heroes are stationed as such. We have Cobra, played by the fabulous Juliencito, and Wild Lion, played by a Synthetic 20. Currently in first position, you are set about 50 feet out from the, I guess, like, not quite the starting line, but like the line where the monsters are going to start appearing from. You're about 50 feet out from that. Because of your placements in the previous round, you have a good distance between you and the start of where the monsters are going to start appearing from. 10 feet behind the two of them, we have, almost most surprisingly, Valkyria, who, with the help of their sibling, was able to score up enough points to earn them second place. We have, followed by them, Valkyrie, then Pupcakes 10 feet behind, and rounding things up just barely in front of the line where the monsters are going to start appearing, we have Walter. And this is the order in which you will actually start racing. So whenever the cannon sounds erupt, you are each going to be able to take your turns and try to outrun the monsters as long as possible. This is not necessarily a like race to the finish line. This is go as long as you can until the totally real and totally not animatronic and like CGI monsters catch up with you and devour you whole. Totally not just like silly animatronics. It's totally fine. No, this is totally legit. No, we had the budget to pay for all these monsters. We did. Totally. Cannons! And then the cannons erupt to distract everybody from the very, very, very low budget Coliseum around you. And Cobra and Wild Lion, what are your dexterity modifiers? So I believe Cobra, you had 1. What is yours, Wild Lion?
Mine is +2.
Ooh, okay. So Wild Lion, you will get to take off first. You are just a little bit more quick at the draw. So this is essentially going to be an extended chase scene. You can continue to try to run as fast as possible. However, every time you decide to just do nothing but run as fast as possible, you're going to have to make Constitution saving throws at the end of your next turn that are going to get harder and harder and harder as you go, because you are going to get worn down. You can also attempt to mess with the players behind you or in front of you, and try to trip them up and mess them up from being able to get away from the monsters. Because you do not have to outrun the monsters, you just technically have to outrun each other.
Fact that I have to just outrun each other has never crossed my mind. The only thing I care about is outrunning the monsters as quickly as possible and casting protection from evil and good on myself in order to keep them from being able to strike at me whenever they get close.
Interesting strategy. We'll see how this plays out. And then you take off. Do you like? I assume you like take off and run your speed down the track.
Yes, which is 35.
Perfect. Cobra. As Wild Lion would be leaving right next to you, would you like to make an attack of opportunity, or do you just want to focus on trying to push yourself forward?
Oh, well. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
This is
Wanna go
where
for the-
this is where we
right?
get to the
Let's
fun
go
part of
for
the
it.
game, where the players are just gonna start throwing each other backwards. Like, absolutely not.
And then, okay, so another question though. So my what the heck's it called? The peerless, whatever the heck it was, with the thing. That's still in effect? Question
How
mark?
long does it last?
10 minutes.
I would say no, because we did go to a commercial break.
Okay.
So we took a 15-minute commercial break. We took the equity 15, everybody.
Okay.
Someone's got to pay for all these practical effects.
But in case y'all missed it, Coda and Puppy, that mantle of inspiration that I gave you guys in the first thing, that didn't drop. There's no time limit on that, so y'all just have that until I decide to get rid of it.
What can I do with that?
So you can run your full movement without anyone taking attacks of opportunity against you. That's all three of us. That's just the three of us have that.
Just an immediate effect that happens after you activate it.
Is it? It doesn't. It didn't say. I'm sorry. It just says, as opposed to an action, spend 1 bardic inspiration, grant 5 temporary hit points, and then 2 creatures, 60 feet. Each creature immediately uses its reaction.
Oh, immediately does. Okay.
Oh, immediately. D&D. You know your
Curses.
words. Well then, sorry. Never mind. Bye.
Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Poor
Okay.
Bard.
So
Nice trying, guys.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
and an attack of opportunity, is that like that's an extra thing that you get to do because they're leaving the area,
Yes,
or
you
is
use
that
your,
your
you use your reaction to try to attack them because they left your area.
Okay. I guess I'm not sure what I would do there, because under reaction I just have opportunity attack or hellish rebuke.
Yeah, so you
So-
basically just get to make an attack with one of your weapons. So
okay. So like so I could use my rapier to.
yeah, you can slash out with your rapier.
Okay. So then that is what I will do. And that's only an 8.
And 8 is not going to hit. Wildline's a little bit more quick on their feet than you anticipated. But now you have your actual turn itself. So you can move to try to catch up with them. You can keep running past them if you want.
If I may, I do have a bonus action that I would like to use since I have been attacked. I would like to use Daunting Roar. All creatures of my choice within 10 feet that can hear me must succeed at a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me until my next turn.
Okay.
And since I am in front of Cobra, being frightened of me would mean that Cobra cannot move forward in the race.
It's true. I love this.
It would mean
Cobra.
no one could.
Oh my God.
Cobra,
Okay.
please make a wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
Okay, saving throws plus 2. Okay. 17.
Cobra ain't scared. Cobra's seen bigger kitties.
I have
So
to
you-
try.
As you go to slash with the rapier, Wild Lion just manages to bat it away and turns around and roars into the air. And you kind of like take a second. You're like, okay. And Wild Lion's like, ooh, that didn't work. All right. And like turns and like runs forward, finishing their movement. And so then it is your turn, Cobra. And let me
Okay.
check that wonderful. Thank you, Anonymous, for a $5 donation. Thank you so much.
So
Stick around.
how? Let me see.
So the monsters have not emerged yet. They will start
Okay.
emerging at the end of the first turn, and they are going to continue spawning and continue getting more and more numerous, and slowly filling up the track, trying to overtake all of you.
Okay. I'm probably just going to then just go straight forward, but I do have a question. Would it be possible to use a javelin like a pole vault to perhaps get some extra distance?
I'm for it, Anne.
I don't understand, but I'm curious to see how this resolves.
Absolutely.
I want to see if the Cobra skewers himself.
So go ahead and give us an athletics check as opposed to an
Okay.
attack roll with a javelin.
A peerful
Okay.
athletics check, please.
Okay. It's an 8.
An 8. I would say that's not low enough to skewer yourself, but it is low enough to
Ooh.
snap the javelin in half. As it is a javelin, not like a full spear, so it's got like some wiggle to it. So like you go to like stab it down, and it looks really dramatic. Like it goes full slow motion. Like we're about to do some 300 levels of athleticism in this moment. And then the javelin just kind of like snaps, and you like stumble on your feet for a second. You're like, well, shit.
All right.
That's it.
And then I'm there. Yeah.
And then you are 30 feet behind Wild Lion, or you're just 5 feet behind Wild Lion because your speed is 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're like just behind Wild Lion, catching up to them.
Okay.
That brings us to Valkyria.
Okay. So we're not trying to get anywhere. We're just trying to avoid monsters.
Or make other people get hit by the monsters. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to cozy up to my sibling and whisper to them, don't ask any questions. Just take this. And I hand them a thing that I put them on top of that resembles loosely a skateboard. And then I'm going to try to do some shit. And if it's not okay, you just tell me. So
That's what we're here for.
I'm going to jump really high, as high as I can. I don't know, maybe like 3 feet. And then I'm going to cast Levitate. So I ascend in the air 20 feet. And then I'm going to pull from my pocket, nobody's asking any questions, a chair. And I'm gonna sit in this chair. And in this chair that I just found it during the commercial break. I was just like, oh, this is pretty. And so I'm going to put it there. And the chair magically becomes fixed in place until the sitter leaves the chair. But then I pull from my pocket a tiny pastel umbrella and I open it. And out comes a cone of light, of darkness, magical darkness that shields me. And this tiny skateboard that I gave to my sibling allows them to travel with me on my movement. So I think that they're also with me. Perhaps.
What is these are some obscure arcane artifacts that
Nobody's asking questions. I just found them. They were there.
You see, as the camera pans back, you see on the back that this is totally like a metal fold-up chair that's on the this happens every single time in the wrestling ring. All of a sudden, there's just like a metal folding chair that just happened to appear. It's like, I don't know, I didn't have this chair. Somebody just happened to put a metal chair underneath the ring in this exact spot. How curious, interesting. It's literally got the Beyond Funderdome logo on the back of the chair. I just look over it and I'm like, and that was in the cornucopia, and we look over and in the cornucopia is a perfect chair-shaped hole, umbrella-shaped hole, and a skateboard-shaped hole.
Why, yes, Wessel Hudson, I do believe that is the skateboard of skitching, the chair of sitting, and the pastel goth parasol, in fact. Prized arcane artifact.
Listen, during the commercial break, somebody came up to me wearing a trench coat and says, "Hey, little girl, would you like to have an item from the cornucopia?" And I said, "Yes, thank you," and asked no further questions.
We fired Gerald like last week. He doesn't even work here anymore.
Gerald. I don't.
Doesn't even go here.
Is that the ghost of Gerald? I'm so sorry, Valkyria, can you get down from it? That's actually against the rules. Those items aren't allowed to be used until tomorrow's finale.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so high up. I can't hear you.
Interesting.
I'm casting thaumaturgy, and you are on my chair of sitting.
La 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 la.
We're gonna come back to that in a second. I'm not happy about it. That's going to bring us to Valkyrie.
You can't see me. I'm in the darkness, so
I will say too. The point of the skateboard of skitching is that it allows you to attach yourself to another's movement attach themselves to an ally as a reaction, and then use their movement to travel with them. I do not know if you can skitch vertically. So I'm worried about the other Valkyrie.
Well, they skitched their way up, but I feel like skitching their way down is going to be a lot more difficult. And considering that physics allowed a javelin to bend itself through the air and pick up something in the sky and something on the ground, we're going to allow the skitch up.
But you know, the darn thing is I have no idea what's going underneath that cone of darkness.
She's probably making really, silly faces at us, and I feel a little bit upset, but also I'm a little impressed. I shouldn't say, well, we're speaking with thaumaturgy. What are we doing? Valkyrie, it's your turn, go!
So, as I travel with my sister, breaking the rules,
don't ask questions.
This is a perfect opportunity for me to throw an axe at someone that annoys me and halt their movement.
Oh my god!
And
Valkyrie is hiding in a cone of darkness, and Valkyrie's just taking pot shots in the air.
From the darkness arises an axe.
And in Sweden, we have something called a gentle hug, which is an axe in the back. And I am devoting this axe to the very annoying bard.
Sure. Oh no!
strums in terror.
It's like Miguel from Road El Dorado.
So Valkyrie, go ahead and give me an attack with your axe.
Okie dokie.
Well, hi.
Gigas.
How are you?
This is only an 8.
Oh, my armor class is a 13.
Miraculously, Walter actually like looks over and is like, "Ooh, I'm so sorry," and realized that there was a scuff on his shoe, and was like, "No, absolutely, we can't start the race with that." And as you dip down, the axe goes right past you over top.
Wow, with a display like that, I would say these Valkyrie are anything but low key.
My sister is the trickster. She's literally Loki.
Since you are up in the sky, that's gonna end your turn, and that's going to bring us to Pupcakes.
Well, there was an axe that just went over my head, so that was interesting. I also wave back to Anne and say hi. Hi. I'm still a corgi, right?
Wild shape lasts for an hour, I think. So sure, yeah, you're a corgi.
Wow. Can I wild shape again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. I'll save that. I'll save that.
Okay.
I'll use my corgi little legs. So there's a cone of darkness in front of me, and I can't see anything.
There's a cone of darkness 25 feet in the air.
Oh, it's above me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a floating cone of darkness. You cannot see into it, but you can see that there's a sudden darkness, just kind of a little pyramid hovering.
Okay. Okay, and then Walter's behind me, correct? Can I
correct.
I do have dark vision. Can I see into this darkness?
No, because it is magical darkness.
Oh, no,
it's
dark
like,
vision.
It's like black.
What about the
night.
monsters? What kind of monsters are these?
You haven't seen them. You haven't seen the cages open up yet.
Oh, perfect. How do I know my speed? So, 30 feet.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I will go ahead 30 feet.
Okay.
And am I close to anybody?
You are just trailing behind Cobra. Because nobody else moved forward. Yes, Cobra the tiefling. Nobody else moved forward, people moved up into the air.
I'm gonna bark up at Cobra and be like, "Hi, friend. Might I might I jump into your arm?"
I mean, I'm not going to refuse that. So sure. Little Corgi's gonna ask me to like jump up at me, like of course.
I'm gonna pawn, whimper, and just jump into his and nestle in there.
Oh,
get up in there.
I love this moment. And you look over and like Anne and I just
adorable.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
That brings us.
Can I have a corgi?
Can you have a corgi?
Yes, I'd like a puppy.
Can we make it like a hellhound, but like a corgi? Can we make it a heckhound? We need heckhounds.
A heckhound.
We need heckhounds. Just hellhounds, but make them corgis.
Wait, no, I'm writing this shit down. That's gold. Heckhound. Okay.
Anne's like, that's my next Blur's creation. Thank you very much.
Yes, actually, thank you.
Anne's like, actually, that's brilliant. Just hellhounds, but make them corgis.
You make this, I make this.
And that's gonna round us out to Walter.
Right. So I'm right next to the gate, right? Like I'm 10 feet from where these things are.
Yes.
Okay. Can I see, number one, how big the gate is?
It is. You watch as your turn starts. You watch as one of the cages gets like drawn out onto the track itself, and it's like as wide as the track. You don't know what's inside of it because it's shrouded in magical darkness.
Lovely. And is this track, are we running in a straight line or will we be circling back around
It's
to where
like
we
the
started?
full oval track.
Lovely. So what I would like to do is look at all of my friends and go, guys, everyone, this has been a lot, but you know what? As my stage mother once told me, sometimes the best face is no face. And I'm going to touch myself and cast invisibility.
Ooh, okay.
And so I will immediately turn invisible, and that does last for an hour. And then I would like to make my way to, instead of moving forward, I actually want to go the opposite direction so that when everything runs out, it runs towards them and not backwards to me. So now I'm technically moving into first place because I'm moving back beyond the start line. I guess if that's allowed. I have 30 feet of movement, so
I'm not gonna lie, part of me really wants
Okay.
to make one of the Mephits appear and do the Mario Kart no you go in the wrong way, like fly in front of you with the little thing. But also that's tricksy as hell.
Speaking of Mario Kart methods, did I tell you about my Blur's creation, my lava creature? It was, it's a me, Mag Mario. So there's room there. Just saying. I think it's
I
got
would
legs.
love.
Oh, Mr. Wesselhausen, I believe your non-working
Yes.
mic is not working anymore.
Oh well.
Oh, maybe he's
I
talking
just
to
I
the
have that
person.
effect on people.
He's
I didn't
speechless.
cast silence. It wasn't me.
I guess. Jokes too powerful. They just need to be the center of attention. They don't allow any other room for any other banter.
In response to all of these dad jokes, you just hear from the darkness, the magical darkness, boo.
Boo to you.
Okay, have no fear. The microphone that wasn't working now totally works.
Amazing.
I'm very glad that I had the wherewithal to have it up so that it looked like it was a microphone, but it wasn't working because I don't know what happened to this one.
And that's on the power of accessories.
That's just called good accessorizing, y'all. Yeah, thank y'all so much. I don't know what just happened there. My microphone completely stopped working. But I was going to say, yeah, no, I'm totally going to allow this. I love this. You sneak back the other side, and you just you stop for a second and you go and you walk over and you just edge yourself next to where the door is gonna open rather than right in front of the door opening. And as you do, the door flies open. And what makes its way out of the cage?
Oh goodness. I'm assuming we're not at Blur's tier.
We're not at Blur's tier yet.
Well, I would love a little fluffy friend, a little Cerberasian friend.
Ooh.
My good little Paparoo, the death dog.
Yes, a pack of death dogs, 4 in total, begun charging out of the cage and towards you all. I will say that they are not going to be able to get to the people, but they are hot on y'all's trail.
I'd like to say they have assortments of numbers of heads, each of them. It varies, because I like a little variety in life.
Wessel kind of looks up at the magical enshrouded darkness umbrella and the Valkyrie that's just kind of hanging horizontally underneath. And just kind of looks over it and gives a little bit of a do we take care of that? Do we let it keep going?
I think these things have a way of resolving themselves with a projectile or two.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Perfect. Boys! And you watch as the incredibly large magic missile roulette gun drops down from behind the light up screen, and a normal screen pops up, and I'm like, no, the other one. And the screen shifts for a second, and in each of the little circles of the roulette gun is Valkyria's picture. And I'm like, that's better. And so the first round, the gun fires, and then one of your little pictures is removed. But Valkyria, you're going to take 11 points of force damage as 3 magic missiles go barreling into the magical darkness and hit you.
Looks like that chair wasn't much of an Asgard.
I take 11 points of damage.
You do, yes. And that's going to bring us up to Wild Lion. So Wild Lion, you are 5 feet away from Cobra at the front of the pack, and you see this furious horde of death dogs come running down the track towards you all. They are about like 5 or 10 feet away from Cobra and Pupcakes in corgi form.
I will do what I understand is the correct thing and dash forward.
Both Pupcakes and Cobra, you get attacks of opportunity. I would say Pupcakes, you just get a bite attack because you're in corgi form. But Cobra, you would get a stab with your rapier. You just one hand stabs with a rapier and one hand stabs with a corgi. So Pupcakes, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh, right here. Perfect.
Just a 10.
A 10 is not gonna hit. And what about you, Pupcakes?
Where's the Aloha?
If you're on your character sheet in the bottom right corner, you should see a little.
I know. I
dice
clicked it
oh.
twice. It's
Oh.
not. It's 3 times, 4 times. Is anybody seeing a roll come up?
Let's see.
Oh, there. Oh shit. Oh, you know what? I rolled 3. I did. I'm an overachiever.
You rolled 4 times. So just what is the first roll of that? Oh my gosh, not a 59. Oh, that would be a 19.
Yes.
So a 19. What is your dexterity modifier?
2.
Pupcakes. So 21. Does a 21 hit your armor class? Well,
It does indeed.
So Pupcakes, you get to deal, I will say, your dexterity modifier is a 2, so 4 points of piercing damage as the corgi bites into the lion.
You're tasty.
Mm.
Under his breath, you just hear, "Yeah, bite that pussy."
I look over at Anne. I'm like, Anne, they eat the competitors too. See, it's not just us.
Perfect. We believe in a balanced diet.
This shall not go unpunished in the future.
But you take the bite and you charge forward 70 feet, putting a good distance between you and the others. That is going to bring us to Cobra. You are holding Pupcakes in hand, and you have death dogs 10 feet away from you, charging towards you.
Okay. I'm reading rules.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so then I think I would also like to dash to catch up to Lion.
Perfect. So you're gonna dash. So you're gonna move 60 feet forward. So you're about 10 feet away from them now. There is a little bit of distance between you, but you are able to run forward and spend your whole action carrying you and Pupcakes further away from the death dogs.
Yes.
Valkyria, it is your turn. And I look over at Anne and I'm like, Anne, do you wanna take a shot this time? Do you wanna spin the roulette wheel and see who it's gonna land on?
I love a game of chance.
I don't know.
look at
Very
all the-
interesting.
Mm,
Look, we
But
look
like-
at all the Valkyrias.
yeah. Just go like.
Wait, do I get to take my action before we spin the wheel of death?
What is your action? Go ahead.
How potentially far away is the wheel of my death from me?
I would say it is within 120 feet. It's like,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast a chaos bolt in that direction to try to make it malfunction or destroy. And so it takes 2d8 damage.
So roll an attack first with your Chaos
Oh.
Bolt.
Is that okay? I think that's this one. Wait, can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you. Please. No, I got the same number. I got a 5.
So you go to cast the spell, and thanks to the incredible technological prowess of Nokia, again, we're not sponsored by Nokia, they managed to build the screen in such a way that it is protected from the Chaos Bolt. And as your Chaos Bolt bounces off of it, you hear the boom as the magic missile roulette gun fires off again. And Valkyria, you take 16 points of force damage, Valkyria.
I think that means I'm dead.
As all of a sudden you see it hit into the magical darkness, we see flying back out of the seat, letting go of the
Chair of sitting.
of the parasol. We see flying back away from the chair of sitting. We see Valkyria flying back, and all of a sudden, a really, really terrible recorder version of "My Heart Will Go On" starts playing somewhere in the Colosseum, as slowly, in slow motion, the rest of the auditorium, or the rest of the Colosseum isn't in slow motion. Valkyria is very clearly, like, choosing to move in slow motion along the, like, movement of it, and Anne and I are just sitting there like, she's really taking a long time. This isn't, like, a really far fall either. How does she do that?
Yeah, it's quite the Valfalla.
I can't. And so, as you fall, you go reaching out for your sister's hand, who is, like, horizontal and facing the ground, and, like, reaches back towards you. And suddenly,
The second her ass leaves the chair, it starts falling too with the sister.
oh yes, we'll
all
get to
going
that
down.
one in a moment.
Yeah.
So as
Oh,
you come
no.
falling into the ground, a small pit opens up in the track, and you see it's completely filled with acid.
Oh, no.
And Valkyria falls out of the sky and lands into it. Just like, well, that's one less competitor we have to worry about.
Perfect.
As my cape flutters dramatically into the pit, I just like call out to my sister, "My heart will go on."
It's been 84 years.
Sorry.
And as the
I thought that old lady dropped it into the ocean.
As the hand disappears under the acid, the camera keeps panning down past it, and we see into, like, the mechanical underworkings of the Colosseum. We see that this is just a ball pit filled with, like, yellow plastic balls, not actual acid, and there's, like, an illusion over top. But it, like, closes you in so that, like, you can't escape yet. It's like, no,
Yeah,
you're gonna sit there and time out.
The weird part about that is there was totally enough room on the door for her to just fit on it. Like, I don't understand why she had to drown like that. I never understood that bit, but oh well, goodbye.
And boom.
Bye.
And that is going to bring us to Valkyrie, who is cascading through the air. Valkyrie, do you have anything that would possibly stop your fall, or is it just your face?
There is nothing wrong with my face. It's very pretty. But there is possibly something that I could use. Possibly Giant's Might to make me heavier. To reach the ground faster.
Bold strategy.
Oh, okay. Great. So I'm going to say because you're now heavier, you're falling faster, and you're going to take some more damage on top of the damage you were already going to take.
Oh, Lord.
Because you just made yourself heavier as you're plummeting to the ground.
Valkyries can't math. We don't math well.
Talk about the flight of the Valkyries. Goodness gracious.
So you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall through the sky and slam onto the ground. And it creates a little, like, Looney Tunes-esque cutout of Valkyrie in the arena flooring. And as you land, dogs are really distracted by bright sounds and shiny things. And all of the death dogs turn.
Would you say that they fell like a Ragnarok?
Times.
I'm dying.
I can't. I'm gonna say that brings us to Pupcakes. Yeah, Pup. Yep, Pup. You're welcome for that one. Felt like a Ragnarok. That's what we left you with. That's what you got.
Oh boy, there's a lot that happened. I am now.
Anne has killed me and has moved on to the audience. Now people are dying in the audience.
It's getting hot. It's getting steamy. I'm cuddled up in these cobra arms. So behind us is someone in the ground. Walter surprisingly is very quiet. Have not seen them in a while.
You looked around and you're like, wow, did they already get Walter? Interesting.
Yeah. Like Walter, like, don't know. And then
everybody's like, well, we should have guessed that one.
10 feet ahead of us is the lion.
Correct.
Where are the other dogs actually?
The dogs are starting to head towards Valkyrie because she cascaded out of the sky and onto the ground.
Okay, so they're actually backtracking.
Yeah. They found easier targets. Somebody who literally made themselves incredibly heavy and then fell to the ground.
I could cast. Can I cast while I'm an animal?
No, you must be a person.
Okay, well then I am going to give Cobra a nice, cute little lick. For, toting us all this way. So I'm just gonna give a little lick to Cobra, nuzzle his face, and then turn in front of us and growl at the lion. Yeah.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, I will definitely do that.
It's not going to actually do anything mechanically. I just want to see how scary this corgi is going to be with this intimidation check. A corgi intimidation check.
Look at a ferocious bite. I do say a 20. A synthetic 20, but a 20.
I will say that it genuinely surprises you, Wild Lion. It may not actually scare you, given that this is a corgi being held by a tiefling, who spent the entirety of last round just nuzzling up to the judges. So it's not necessarily like frightening, but like you're like, ooh, okay, it's got some bark with its bite.
May I make a determination of my own as to what this does for me?
By all means.
I am of the belief, because the puppy has such a roar, that the puppy is a brave combatant that would be worthy of going against me head to head if we find ourselves in such a situation later on.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge to me.
A lion is gonna fuck up a corgi. I'm screaming.
Somebody call PETA.
That's like this is like Lion King 6. Like this is on down. Simba's like, look, listen, y'all.
We're gonna have a little Mufasa moment if things don't go their way.
Walter, we're on to you. You actually watch as they start. You like scramble up on top of the cage because they start pulling out the next one in line and getting ready to open its doors. Oh, you're muted.
I am. Hi. I was so quiet. I didn't want anyone to hear. So, I'm still invisible. So I think what I would like to do is move, I guess, 30 more feet back towards, I guess, Lion, because they're, I guess, at this point probably heading back in my direction.
They still got like a little circle, but you're able to crawl over the cage and like get over onto the other side.
And just kind of get a little bit 30 more feet that way. And then because I don't want to have to do a Constitution save, I need to do something.
You just have to not just run.
Oh, okay.
So like if you like run and then you continue running the next round, then you have to do con saves. So every subsequent round that you like run, then you have to make a con save because you're like sprinting.
Gotcha.
Wait, what is... Okay, never mind.
You're being carried. You don't have to worry about anything, Pupcakes.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, since I'm 30 feet away, the dogs seem distracted by that, just under my breath. And I guess if the cameras or however this works just kind of gets close to me, they're going to hear just under breath. All right. Just breathe. And then I'm going to do as a bonus action, a bardic inspiration on myself.
Okay.
One of my full bardic inspirations. So I'm just going to be like, just really quietly try to keep this as quiet as possible. Just be like, come on, you can do this. Not everyone's looking at you now because you're invisible, and that's okay. So don't be scared and don't cry. It's okay. Don't die. Don't die. Please don't die. And that's just going to be my little for me.
Can I also start humming that sound because I hear it out of nowhere?
Because you have corgi hearing. Because you have puppy hearing
right now. I'm just gonna be jamming in Cobra's arms, like.
That is going to bring us to the cage that opens up, and I'm thinking. Maybe a little blurst, maybe a little sneak peek to what people can throw into the arena tomorrow. Something with like a lot of speed or a lot of heads.
Oh, I think I have just the friend. We already had my little Cerberus pupperoo. But it's what really strikes the fear into your heart. The infernal honk. Honk, honk! As emerging from the gates, my nefarious little fluttery friend, the Goose Hydra. It's a Canadian goose with 3 heads. It charges and hisses and does flappy flaps. Runs surprisingly quickly on his little leggies. He could fly, he chooses not to. He can still outrun me.
So you all look on as a hydra formed of Canadian geese emerges from the cage and goes charging after. What is the speed of a Canadian goose hydra?
Hold on, let me look it up. How fast can
in the interim,
Doug.
I will say that the death dogs absolutely catch up to Valkyrie, and you watch as soon as one of them touches Valkyrie, all of a sudden Valkyrie like explodes in glitter. And Valkyrie, you get a spot up on a podium that says 6th, and then you watch as one of the Mephits comes by and like paints over it, and it just says 5th place.
Oh.
Oh no.
I just want you to know that a Canada goose can run up to 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
They do not fuck around. And it's weird that they chose to be in miles because I don't know what that means.
70
but I will
miles an hour?
Yes, that is 112 kilometers an hour, which is higher than the speed on the freeway.
I'm gonna say that I need Cobra and Pupcakes to make dexterity saving throws. Pupcakes, you can make yours at advantage because you're being carried by a person. To try to dodge out of the way of this, like, careening goose hydra.
Yes. It's important to know that he gets as many as attacks as he has heads.
19.
And Pupcakes, what did you get?
Hold on. I'm so sorry. I was clicking the wrong thing. It's fine. It's rolling. Also, I would love to talk to this goose hydra. If given the chance, maybe we share the same common languages.
No. The only
Possibly.
language they know is honk honk motherfucker. They only know chaos and dissent. Have you never met a goose? They're here to fuck up your whole day and nothing else.
Oh, so I see a Pupcake's got a 10. Unfortunately, in your attempt to
Didn't you say they have advantage?
They do have advantage. I'm so sorry. Pupcakes, you may roll again and take the higher result if it's higher than a 10.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my
Boy,
god.
kitty.
Come on. Hail Goose Hydra. Oh, okay. I got a 14.
Anne, can you roll an attack for a Canadian Goose Hydra and see if a 14 is still okay?
They're very good at biting.
It is not. They meet or beat a 14, and as Cobra jumps out of the way, unfortunately, their dodge roll puts their back towards Wild Lion and starts moving Pupcakes into the line of fire, and Pupcakes is just scrambling in the air. And as you go to leap out of Cobra's arms, it's just not fast enough, and a little geese head just hump. And you explode and glitter in the air, and you appear on a podium that states 4th place.
I haven't been last. Just want everybody to know that. I have not been last this whole time.
Well, technically, in this one, nobody will be.
Oh, no.
Sassy.
I'm so sad I lost my corgi friend.
I know.
So
It's
we
so
have.
sad. I was hoping he would make
I'm
it the way
like
all.
actually dead, boiling in acid, and everyone's like, but the corgi. The corgi.
Yeah, the
I
corgi.
mean, you shouldn't have cheated.
Listen, when somebody offers you a trench coat of items, you say, yes, please, thank you.
I think I'm just throwing this out there because we should probably state that. Chat, if anybody offers you a trench coat of items, don't take it. Like, I feel like that needs to just be stated, like, as a general rule of thumb. Don't do that. Like, do the opposite.
Does it need to be stated?
Yes, for, like, safety reasons.
But also,
2 months for holding something for a friend once. Like,
Wild Lion, that's gonna bring us to your turn. We have Wild Lion, Cobra, and Walter still in the race. You have a Canadian goose hydra just barreling towards you at the fastest speeds, and following up behind them, nipping at their heels, are the death dogs.
And I shall take the correct action by running.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 12.
I will say that is just barely enough, but if you do not stop just running soon, you will get exhausted and start slowing down.
Understood.
Cobra. You just managed to dodge roll in time and avoid the Goose Hydra, but you lost your corgi friend in the process.
So sad. I had plans for my corgi friend.
I was hoping he would make it the whole way around, because then he would be a lap dog.
Okay, and now how far is the lion now ahead of me?
The lion is now like 80 feet ahead of you. Is like
80 feet. Okay. I would like to take a javelin and kind of throw it and aim for a leg to kind of,
Okay. Go ahead and give
going
me
for
an
the
attack
leg.
roll.
All right. Ooh, all right. That's a nat 1, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
And hope for something better than a nat 1.
Oh my god, I had another inspiration. Oh, I'm saving that for tomorrow.
Save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Wipe the knees.
17.
That is a miss.
As you throw the javelin, it like just lands behind the foot as Wild Lion is like picking it up and continuing to run.
Okay. And am I able to still move ahead?
You can move ahead your normal amount, but you wouldn't be able to dash because you threw the javelin.
Okay. Then I will do that.
And as you do so, Walter, what's Walter doing? Walter's just kind of like chilling.
No, so Walter's been watching. He's been waiting. He's like, and he drops invisibility, like just so everyone can see. It's like
The bar
I
is
can't
back.
take it anymore. God, I need the light. Prestidigitation. Okay. Like I couldn't everyone. I'm so sorry I kept you waiting. I know you needed to see me and I am sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to walk 30 feet again towards the lion. So I'm like square, like if he's running, he's gonna run straight at me.
The Wild Lion rounded a corner and Walter just rounds the back corner and you're just looking at the opposite straightaway of each other, like right there.
Would you say that we are potentially 30 feet from each other? Since I have moved 30, 60, 90 feet in this direction?
Not yet, because they've moved like a much longer distance. So I would say
right, I was
like
trying to meet them backwards.
Oh, I was gonna say I would say not yet, but if they continue moving forward on their turn, they could. So you could potentially hold an
Then
action.
I'm going to hold a spell, a first level spell.
Wonderful.
Do you need me to tell you what it is, or would you prefer?
You can hold it. It's fine.
Okay. So you see me. So you literally see me like preparing a spell, and I'm gonna start. No, it's too flat. No, a little bit. Just 1 minute. Y'all keep.
Would you say you're attuning?
I'm attuning.
Yes, thank you.
Even Wessel like sighs at this one, just like Anne. Sometimes it's too Anne.
Yes, hello.
I'm
not taking feedback at this time or also any time.
If that's a veiled criticism of me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it. That continues. How we've already discovered the fact that Canadian geese are like absurdly fast. So
it should be illegal.
It's definitely able to catch up to Cobra. And Cobra, I need you to make 3 dexterity saving throws, as all 3 of the heads are gonna try to like snip.
No.
Okay, the first one is 16.
Okay.
Another 16. And a 7.
Ooh. So we watch as the first one comes down and you lift your legs up and you manage to avoid it. A second one comes down and you dip your head and you manage to avoid it. And the last one goes,
Wait. Can I give him my inspiration?
You're dead.
I'm on a pedestal. Can I throw it down to him?
It's not an item.
And
the last geese head turns and just splits the difference in the middle and snipes in, and you watch as this explosion of glitter, and you place 3rd.
You should have ducked.
No. But we watch as the goose hydra continues forward and gets right behind Wild Lion. So Wild Lion, it is like at your tail. And that does bring us to you.
Very well. How far am I from this? How far is the creature behind me? How far is the obstacle of the bard in front of me?
So the creature behind you is 10 feet away from you. The bard ahead of you is about 45 or 50 feet.
Very well. I shall move up and throw one of my own javelins at the bard.
So as soon as he moves up, that will trigger my spell. And so I will be casting, you see, inspired by, I want to dedicate this one to that Anne, that lovely Anne up there. You've been a great inspiration all night. I just want to make this out to you, babe.
And why does everybody keep giving you the praise? But where's mine? I don't understand.
This one's specifically for her. Like, you'll get it. Okay. What do you call a traveling musician that really, really likes to wrestle? What's his one rule? I'll tell you, it's no holds barred. And I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at Lion. Or sorry, just Hideous Laughter. Hideous Laughter. So they have to make a, let's see here, Wisdom save. It has to beat a 12.
Now that the corgi's gone, this one's my favorite. I mean...
Did you hear that? I was a favorite.
Yeah.
That is a synthetic 20.
Oh, of course. Of course it was.
And
I'm always on brand. What can I say?
And as we let out a very on-brand, like, I've heard better, a javelin goes flying through the air at Walter.
And at this point, he has his arms open. He's ready for it. Just
in the arms of the angel.
Can I say canonically, everyone has been like numbed to puns by now? They're just like tuning them out. They can't hear them anymore.
I would like to say these are 2 separate rolls with separate bonuses.
And
yet another synthetic 20.
That's just good branding. That's just great branding. So that is going to hit, and how much damage is that going to deal to our bardic friend?
That would be 10.
Oh, you hurt me.
It's like a, and when it like actually hits, it's like a little like felt tip. Like it's like the Nerf guns that have the little like plunger at the end.
Not gonna lie, they're
just like hits.
Ow! You just did half of my health. What the fuck?
As that continues forward, Walter, it is gonna be your turn.
Okay, I did not like that. That was not nice, and you need to learn some manners. Okay, I'm not lying. I know. Sorry, it's rubbing off on me. I copy people sometimes. You know what? He's gonna try to make one more joke at the lion.
Please.
I didn't have a joke prepared, so you need to come aware that I'm just gonna laugh at your face.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
15.
They pass again, and then I will move 30 feet that way. Away from the
You're like, well,
nope. Ladies and gentlemen, full house. Oh, bye.
With that, Wild Lion, can I get 3 dexterity saving throws, please?
Shall use different dice. 1 nat 20.
Lovely.
And then an 8 and a 6.
Oh no!
I do have a question. Does any of this, because I cast protection from evil and good at the beginning, does
How
that...
dare you imply that my goose is evil? He's a good boy.
I'm just checking.
I would
be...
say that the goose would be a monstrosity. Does protection from good and evil? Okay, then absolutely not.
Makes sense.
So as you the first one goes to bite down, you deftly like wait until it misses, like plant your hand down and like go to like launch yourself into the air. But just like raptors in Jurassic Park, goose hydra heads are clever girls, and they waited for you to like jump into the air, and the two of them like just turned their heads in the air and hakump. And with that, placed on the second place podium is Wild Lion, and immediately an explosion of glitter and fireworks as Walter somehow places first.
Walter! Ow!
Thank
you. I did nothing, and I totally deserve all of this. Thank you.
It is at this point that the little ball pit opens up and Valkyria crawls out from the ball pit. And the Mephits just like go and like pick you up by your little shoulders and go and like put you over into a spot in the stands. And there's like a really big light up like Vegas sign that just says timeout.
As I'm being like as I'm like being picked up, I like just call out generally, I don't know who needs to know this, but I think somebody peed in there.
That's part of the punishment.
And I don't think we've had anybody in that ball pit in a very long time.
Oh, don't you use it as a litter box sometime?
I mean, I don't use that one. I use that one, and I point like further into the into the Coliseum. Well, everybody, we've unfortunately had to disqualify one of our competitors, but we have 5 wonderful athletes at the ready, and I guess technically like 4 athletes and a bard that somehow came in first. Tomorrow,
would you say I think it's funny that the musician got in first place, but the Valkyrie was bard.
You know what they say about bards? We're all trouble.
So your placements today will carry over to tomorrow and will help determine the starting turn order as you enter into the Funderdome one last time for a knockdown, drag-out, battle royale, one person left standing competition. And everybody, that is where we are leaving off our wonderful, wonderful charity game of D&D tonight. Thank you all so much. Y'all raised $125 today, so we have currently 5 magical items waiting in the cornucopia for our wonderful players to get to play around with tomorrow. And you can continue donating tomorrow to help support them throughout or hinder them if you wish. We'll see how many players as totally not Walter took advantage of this evening. We'll see how many players tomorrow might take advantage of messing with some players' roles for a good cause. But thank y'all so much for coming and joining us. I'm going to have our wonderful players and our fantastic co-hosts tell you a little bit about themselves one more time. And then tomorrow evening, we will be back. Unfortunately, the wonderful, fantastic Trauma Queenie will not be able to join us, thus our very silly, dramatized disqualification. But
I will say, what an excellent use of those items, though.
That like I was like, and send Queenie some items, and Queenie immediately was like, so watch as I use all 3 in a single round, and I was like, Jesus.
It's like, how are you going to use the chair of sitting? The whole point is stupid item.
And Queenie immediately was like, watch.
Watch me.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So let's start things off with our wonderful one-time guest, the amazing, one of my dear friends, Trauma Queenie.
Thank you for having me. This was really fun. Again, my name is Trauma Queenie. My friends call me Queenie. You can find me here on Twitch at Trauma Queenie 32. And yeah, I'm a variety streamer, do lots of fun things. I'll be playing some Fortnite with some peeps tomorrow, so that's why I won't be here. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm cheating. I'm cheating on the D&D with another game.
It's okay. We'll occasionally cut the camera over, and Valkyria will actually be playing Fortnite with the imps in the stands.
You can see what I look like because my character in Fortnite is Valkyrie, so you can see what I look like in my god form, not my demigod form.
There we go. Next things up, our current first place competitor, the absolutely fantastic Backstage Bard.
Hello, everyone. I am Backstage Bard. He, they. I am a variety streamer as well on Twitch. I will be starting eventually an Elden Ring run through. I've never played a Souls game ever, but I'm going to try to do it as a Bard. And I don't know. We'll figure out if that works or not. I don't know. I know there's a trumpet instrument, so we'll have fun with that. But anyway, it's been a pleasure here. You can find me on Twitch at Backstage Bard. I'm on Smule singing karaoke with everyone at Backstage_Bard. So please follow me, but also follow all these people. Awesome too.
I love that. I love that. And I'm so excited that we got to finally roll some dice together. A absolutely fantastic longtime friend. So I'm super
long
pumped.
time coming, indeed.
Next in line we have the fabulous Maddie Nova.
Hello everyone, my name is Maddie. You can find me over at Maddie Nova TTV, where I stream usually variety games. I'm going to resume streaming in just a week. I've been on hiatus for a period of time, and yeah, this has been really fun. I've already fallen in love with all of these people, and thank you to everyone who donated, because this means a lot.
Next in line we have another person I'm super excited I got to roll some dice with again, the fantastic Juliancito.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am Juliancito. You can find me Twitch, Twitter, _Juliancito. Generally playing lots of comfy, cozy games. And yeah, I'm so grateful to be able to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Next in line, we have the corgi with all the right moves, Puppy.
All the right moves. One, I'm so glad to finally play with Wes and everybody here. All these new faces. Love you guys. Yeah, I'm iPuppy. You can find me here on Twitch or whatever social. Just look for iPuppy. And I'm a variety streamer and do a lot of chaos and pop around a lot. So, aroo.
Rounding out our players, we have the appropriately branded, as we've seen this evening, a synthetic 20, or I guess many synthetic 20s now.
Many. I mean, whole point of the thing is you're not perfect. You need the bonuses to get you to the 20 because I'm not a natural 20. So it is good branding. But I am Synthetic 20, Asynthetic 20 on Twitch and Twitter. And I play comfy, cozy games. We're going to be doing Stardew Valley tomorrow, so, can't get much more cozy than that. And then I make TTRPG supplements. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll get all the information whenever those come out, including the work that I've done with Splitterverse and Grim Press recently.
And my chaotic other half here on Twitch, the absolutely wonderful No Man, creator of such beautiful Blurst creations like the Canadian Goose Hydra that we saw this evening.
The legend, the icon, the Goose Hydra. Hi, I'm Gnome and I'm a D&D streamer. I do lots of homebrew things and map making, and I make my Blurst creations. I have a lot of fur-related creatures, so that's for you. That's for me to know and you to find out. And I do. I also stream D&D. I run a campaign, Be Gay, Do Crime, in which a rotating cast of queer streamers are sent on various missions by the Alphabet Mafia to further the gay agenda through illegal means. I also get to play on a campaign on days. And if you don't like any of this and only like the puns, then I have a TikTok for that.
And if anybody ever gets a chance to play in the next round later on that Anne will be doing after a little brief hiatus of Be Gay, Do Crime, please, please, please do so. One, it's such an incredibly fun way to celebrate queer identity. It's absolutely ludicrous. And sometimes you get to play just good boy gnome barbarians that just want to be the best boy ever. And it was absolutely fantastic. Everybody, I am Wesselhausen, a queer and non-binary content creator here on Twitch with a focus on TTRPGs and D&D. And thank you all so much for all of your support for this Turf Wars 2 campaign. We have one more stream tomorrow, and I would freaking love to be able to clear that $1,000 mark as we push towards our full $2,000 goal. But if we can hit that $1,000 mark tomorrow, that would knock my socks off so much, and I would love y'all to pieces. So we have one more stream tomorrow in which you can affect the wonderful game that we have and can either help support or hinder these wonderful players. But we will be back tomorrow with a fantastic, fantastic night. Thank you all so much. We're going to go ahead and go to a quick BRB screen, and I'm going to raid on over to somebody. We're going to raid on over to Blackwater D&D because they are currently also doing a charity D&D game where they are doing a special heist episode. So head on over, show them some love, give them some support, and we will be back tomorrow with the conclusion of our Turf Wars 2 Funderdome series. Thank y'all so much and have a good night, everybody.
I'm still waiting.